And we're going.
Oh, welcome back. You're getting
Squirrel.
special double feature of Etheria this month because Eve's really tired.
Understatement of the year.
So we're picking up where we left off last week in the Bleeding Vale with this combat. The group had rescued Pio from the Underreef, and he told them that the being that had made a deal with each of them had told him to guide the group up to these ruins on the mountain peak, where the group traveled up the mountains for, I believe, 2 days. Ivan had some more issues with his eyes, or wordly eye, and the group encountered some strange red wisp and weird flowers before making it up to the peak of this mountain with the ruins of a temple to the god of war and peace, I believe. I believe it was war and peace.
I believe so.
A bridge collapsed after they had crossed it, and they pulled a very powerful sword that had been stuck in an altar here. Around that same moment, some sigils began to form a magic circle at the center, and a creature rising from it. A strange, headless, demon-like, stone-like being that was missing a portion of its leg. Not able to fully stand, but still massive in its own right. And as we get back into session, I will say there are 2 other smaller circles that form here and here. And these strange orbs rise up from the ground, or from the small portals that open. I have a visual aid for what these look like. Give me just a second. Item, and we are going to battle music. The battle music needs to join the Discord server. Copy image link, going into visual aids. These are the orbs that you see. They are cracked, made of some kind of blackened stone, and you see they pulse and move slightly with this red, dark, almost demonic energy that pulses from within.
What?
Hi, baby girl. At the top of initiative is Eclipse.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Hold on.
Out of curiosity,
I'm showing up the orb.
Out of curiosity, what?
does anyone else see the second 7 under Pyre? Or is that just a bug on my end? Okay, it is actually in there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there, but it doesn't represent anybody.
I'm confused. What?
So on the turn tracker,
I remember.
It shows.
I
a
think I
7
know why.
Underneath Pio.
That was my original initiative.
And I changed Ninja's token.
Van finally fixed my token.
Nimba, do you remember what your initiative was?
7.
Well, we could see it. It's 7.
Yeah, it was 7.
Add turn.
Though this does make me wonder, what is Pio's dex?
He's a monk, so.
So am I.
So is Ninja.
Yeah, I believe I know his dex score is an 18.
Okay, so he goes before me. I balanced mine out a bit more. I have 16. He probably is like 18.
Also, as this creature fully raises from the ground. You all hear it somehow speak.
Well, time to kill this man.
I pre-recorded these because I wanted to use the voice changer, but in the past, you guys have never been able to understand what I've said. So I actively pre-recorded them and made sure they were understandable.
I heard half of it because the song, the Discord audio, the Discord song was louder than what you had played.
See, that's something I won't be able to balance, but I'll play it one more time. Touched. Your death's
Okay.
All right, Eclipse, you are good to go.
Okay. Give me a second to read what my shit does.
Oh, dog attacking door.
The Aether dogs have appeared to back you up, Eclipse.
Yippee!
Nope, they tripped off the cliff. There was a banana at the bottom, what can I say?
I would love it if my roll 20 would actually work.
Oof.
I'm gonna rage
Okay.
and Eclipse's tail, instead of being very fluffy, gets very spiky. He gets a spiky tail.
Spiky tail. All right.
He gets a spiky tail. So that's got reach, so I can be here. So I'm going to move down one. Is that 15 or is that 10? That's 15. I need to move down another one. And I'm going to attack with my spiky tail. Creature within 10 feet. Okay, so that's a part. Okay, that's on his turn. Alright. Give me 24 to hit.
24. You have a reach of 10 feet?
Yeah, with my tail.
Oh.
The tail
Oh.
specifically has reach.
All right. Apparently the.
Technically, the thing says you grow a tail and it lashes out, but I just assume his actual tail just elongates.
All right. A 24 does hit.
Okay. 9, 10, 11 piercing.
Who's at the door? 11 piercing total.
Yeah.
All right. I need to roll something real quick. Eclipse, as you strike the creature, you watch as this sphere flashes, then followed by this sphere. So, and you watch as this strike that should have dealt a lot of damage seemingly has been reduced in power.
Ah. Understood. That was my turn, though.
All right. So that I'm just doing math on how much damage actually gets through. Oh shoot, those are connected to the same. I'll just. There we go. I'll track that like that. All right, it comes to the prowling demon's turn, and you watch as it raises this massive, oddly shaped, cruel staff, and it goes to bring it down. It has a special ability called a wide swing, The Prowling Demon's catch-pole attack can hit up to 3 enemies within range with a single swing. One attack roll is made against all 3 enemies. So he's going to target Zahan, Eclipse, and Nakia.
Oh, okay. Oh, I should
Okay,
put
so
my
there's
thing
just
up, the character
nowhere
sheet.
safe. Understood.
I apologize for the coughing throughout
Alright,
the
and just
session.
trying to find out if
I
it's
can't
just
help
as
it.
annoying as it was in DS1.
You're okay.
We'll see.
I'm dying.
A
So I
16 to
wish.
hit. So if that hits you,
It does not hit me.
it does not hit Zahan. It doesn't hit, and it hits Eclipse, and it hit Nakia.
Yeah.
Because I
It
set you
hits
guys
me. It-
AC up on your tokens.
It-
is what I
It
did.
means it beats.
Yeah. My AC's not set up right?
No. I set everyone's AC up on their token, so I can just click on your token and see your AC.
Oh.
That is 6
Yeah,
slash
the
damage
14.
both of you.
Yeah, go 14. Yeah, I did hit.
That is its turn.
How much damage does it do?
You both take
6.
6?
Are you raging?
I am raging, so I'd only take
Then you
3.
take-
You take half
Yeah, I would take 3.
to add
Okay.
3 back.
Yep.
God, Ninja. I don't know if Ninja's actually here. He's muted, but I can just hear the scraping
I am.
sounds as lightning attacks go off, and my slashing damage does nothing to it. I'm having PTSD.
Agreed.
Austin?
Right.
I would love to do things. My Roll20 is completely shut down my computer currently, so
Van, give me
See,
access and
mine
I'll
was giving me issues
share my
too,
screen.
but I was downloading something, so I paused that and it started working, and so I didn't know if that was it or not.
no, apparently my computer just doesn't want to work because Task Manager is running at 100% of the CPU, so.
Edit.
Hold on.
Wait,
I can.
I'm getting
play
your
off-
character sheet. Give me a second.
you now have
Yeah.
access to the character sheet.
Fairly certain I was stealth, so
Yes.
Yep.
there's really not a great area to attack things. I don't have magical attacks, and that's going to resist every physical damage type. I believe on my spells, outside of Zephyr Strike, I got one for my bow.
Hail of
Is it-
Thorn.
Yes, I see that. I was just double checking.
I believe that's my bonus action, so I would be using that and then taking the attack action with the
Okay,
bow.
so- Oh, wait. Let me make sure I'm on the right people. So it's gonna be that. I changed that over. I don't know why I didn't do it. And then you said a bow attack.
Yeah, it's the bow attack. And I guess I'm invisible, so this
Would
would
it
be
be
an
an
advantage, I
advantage?
guess. Huh?
I was
As
double
a-
checking,
as
is
a
this an
thing,
advantage or not?
It's gonna hit Fiery's character as well.
Cool. I'm not doing the top left. I'm doing on the bottom right little guy.
Like the
It
orb?
doesn't matter.
The
It's
target
the
of the
target
attack
of
and
the-
each creature within 5
Oh.
feet of it must make a
Oh, I
dexterity
see. He's
saving
aiming
throw.
for the orb.
Oh, the orb.
That's what I'm double
Getting
checking
the
if he
orb
is
because
aiming
it'll
for
hit the orb and then the big guy.
Alright, if it involve, okay, the orb does not count as creature. I need to specify that for reasons.
Oh. So we
That can
can't
be
even
targeted.
attack the orb?
No,
No,
you can
you can,
attack the
you can
orb,
target it and
but
attack
it doesn't count as a creature for things that need to target creatures.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, then
the-
this thorns won't work because it does say you have to hit a creature.
Yeah.
And like 99% of spells cannot target the orbs.
Oh, so melees hit orb. Got it.
So, Hail of
Well,
Thorns won't
I was
work
gonna say,
because
also
I have to
can
hit a
still
creature
hit
with the range
the
in order for it
bow,
to work.
It just can't get the extra hail of thorns on it.
Well,
I
then,
mean,
I'm
it's
sorry,
4
Fiery.
damage for fiery. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fiery. I'm hitting the big guy then with the at advantage bow attack.
At advantage bow attack. 20 hits.
20.
Okay, so we're gonna do short bow. We're gonna do apply the 3 from wisdom modifier.
What?
We had 3 from his wisdom. So just do +3 in chat.
We can also do a second bow attack because that's my first one on the initiative count.
Does the creature need to do the deck save?
It does. I'm doing it right
I'll
now.
roll fieries. Cool. He takes 4 damage.
It fails the deck save. It's kind of down a leg.
I make a second bow attack as part of this first action.
17.
17 hits.
And then I will use the favorited bow, marking it, and dealing an additional d4.
Okay. Add up all this damage.
So just add a d4.
Oh, I would have had advantage on my attack, but it's fine. I rolled twice.
After roll d4.
So, I'm just informing you now, Van. I'm having to literally fix everything on my character sheet because a lot of shit got fucked up, apparently.
When? When I changed your...
Good question. My quarterstaff started going by strength again, and my AC is definitely not correct.
Weird.
That's
Yeah,
all bonus action.
I'm fixing that now, but...
So,
are you staying where you are, or are
if
you
that-
moving?
I'll probably stay behind cover. I'll just stay where I'm at.
You watch as both of these crystals flare again. This crystal followed by this crystal.
Yeah, for some odd reason, Van, it made my AC, the base version of the AC. So, like,
Weird.
10 plus dex instead of actual unarmored AC. So instead of a 13, I have a 16.
You watch as, once again, the attacks on this creature, after the orbs flare, it seems to barely take anything.
So we gotta aim for the orbs first.
Unless the orbs retaliate and just say fuck
I
you.
was gonna hit
We'll
the
have to
orbs,
see.
but they don't proc the creature thing, so...
Is that the end of your turn, Ivan?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Pio's turn. And I made him a character sheet.
Beat him up.
Are they constructs,
Kick his
maybe?
ass.
No, they are inanimate, well, not inanimate objects, they are magic objects.
Yay.
Brother. Kick his ass.
Pio's gonna run forward, and he is going to... He's flanking with Zephyr. So he is going to make an unarmed strike at advantage. Oh, he natural 20s?
Hey, Van.
Dude,
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, never mind.
For a total of 9 bludgeoning. Forgive me, Nimba. I don't know how... I've never played a monk. You get 1 attack at 4th level, right?
Also fix that man's damage dice. That's supposed to be a D6. If I get a D6, this man deserves a D6.
Oh, I didn't.
Because you let me take modern monks damage scaling, so it goes from D6 to 12 now. Instead of D4 to 10.
So it's 2d6. Sorry, 2 6.
Plus...
Plus 4.
Holy
Damn!
shit!
Oh,
See, give
but-
this boy the credit he deserves.
I
Yeah,
tell
he
you,
has-
man, he should have access to Flurry of Blows as bonus
He does.
action.
That's on his sheet.
Yes. What were you asking me first, though?
I was just making sure it was one attack at that level before the.
Yeah. We still
bonus
have
action.
to wait till 5 for extra. We just have Flurry at
Yeah, so
We
he's
have
gonna spend one of
Flurry,
his
and then I
4
think
key
there's
points.
some other thing that lets you swing again.
I can't
think
remember though if
from-
you have to use a key point or what it is.
Yeah, it's you have to use a key point. You can make an attack as a bonus action. That's from Tasha's. So it's like if you use your
second
like
attack
main action to
misses,
like
Third
dash
attack
or
hits.
dodge.
Damn!
With a total of 26 damage from
God
Pyle.
damn!
Yeah, it's fucking
Run in there, kick his ass.
face ass monk doing shit. I didn't think he was gonna do shit like that. All right,
God
both.
damn.
Yeah, monk hits good, especially
of these
especially if you
crystal
go all
plates.
in on Dex.
Let's see which one catches it.
I
first.
don't have it all in on Dex because
What's that?
well,
Okay, yeah. This crystal flares
I'm
first,
going all in on both.
followed by this crystal. Okay, something fun gets to happen. And then, because it happens at the same time. That much there. And then it loses this much. Once again, even though you watched like the heavy impact of Pyo's fist on this creature seems to barely take any. At the same time, this crystal explodes.
Oh,
Let me check that.
They store the damage.
they store the
Is my
damage.
assumption. They store the
Now-
damage until it explodes.
I may,
Now we'll start
I
being
may
able to do a
just,
little bit more damage.
depending on how big this AOE is, I may just be gone from this fight right now.
No, I didn't make these strong enough to. First off, these are the weakened variants of this item I designed. So,
I do like the I do like the idea though. I do like the gimmick. I'm stealing this for later.
oh, Nim, I wrote a couple gimmicks for fights that will come up later. I wrote like 3 or 4.
I'm excited. I do love myself some gimmicks.
Passive effect. Where is it at? Creature within 10 feet. So Eclipse, Magnus, Zephyr, and the creature itself must make Constitution saving throws. As the crystal.
Okay.
Constitution.
20. I got that natural 1 out of my system. Thank fuck.
Also, I did something that Fiery would never do, and I turned off fucking permanent advantage.
I keep forgetting it's the option. The option is there.
See, the thing is, Fiery just never does it, and it drives me insane.
The Prowling Demon passes, Nimba passes, Magnus passes, Vinny need a con save.
Vincenzo.
Give me a second. I got this. I
Wait.
collect for a reason. Natural 20.
Okay, so everyone passes the con save, so it's half damage.
Alright.
You roll the damage.
I'm just gonna message Vinny. I got you.
apologies, I got trapped in the kitchen.
That's fine. I have access to your sheet. I fixed it. I rolled in that 20 for you.
I
So
heard.
the total damage is 18 necrotic damage. If you pass, you take half.
18, half,
9.
9.
9.
Ow!
I don't have resistance.
Still
to
hurts.
That, so.
Also,
No.
due to that, this crystal also flares.
It still hurts a lot.
Ugh.
That quartered me. Even with the pass.
All right, Magnus, your turn. Also, I should say,
Understood.
when this explodes, it explodes into heavy chunks, and it's this big red kind of cloud of energy.
Do you smell like you're gonna burn? I think you're done. You served me well for all of 2 weeks. Little heater.
I'm mathing here.
I'm sure you ran the shit out of that heater, Waverly.
I did run the shit out of that heater, hence why I'm going and grabbing the bathroom heater now instead.
Is there any of the orb left?
Oh yeah,
like,
there's chunks.
left behind?
Yeah, there's chunks.
Okay. I'm definitely getting that so that it can be like looked at later, but for now.
Also, Vinny, can you guess what I wanted to animate?
The thing exploding?
No, I wanted to turn these two orbs into a static asset that would be rotating around the creature.
You should have said that it was top down and not what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was very hard
Wait.
for me to express.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, hold up.
I said
Give me a
asset for
moment.
roll 20.
I'm just realizing that my sheet was more fucked up than I thought. When did a second quarterstaff get on here?
Oh.
Like, you just have two
Did you?
quarterstaffs.
You found the
just put
infinite
up
money
by
glitch. Wait, do it again.
No, no, it's not in my... Here's the thing, it's not in my equipment. It's only one of my equipment, but a third attack was added for a generic quarterstaff at some point. I'ma just delete this out of fear.
I have obtained another heater.
And I'ma just... I'm gonna bonk it with the stick.
This one too.
I believe this would be flanking? Possibly?
yes, that hits.
Okay.
I
Then
mean,
24 hits.
either one hits. The
Yeah.
big creature, it can't move very well.
11 bludgeoning.
Okay, is that the total?
Give me a second. I'm checking something real quick. I need to check.
Let there
'Cause I
be heat.
believe I don't need to. No, I do need to. Okay. Then I'm going to bonus action flurry.
All right,
21 to hit.
21 hits.
9 bludgeoning and. I'm not going to do that. I have a good feeling that I should not do that currently. The 9 does not hit, though.
The 9 does not hit. So total is 20.
Okay, total of 20 bludgeoning, yes.
All right, this, we need to roll anymore. This crystal flares and shatters.
Okay. And I don't think there's anyone close enough to
That's a
get hit
weird
with
for the
song
that.
to
creature.
have in this playlist. That song does not. What? That song.
I think
does
it's just
not
the
belong
creature.
in the playlist.
Let's go get hit.
Yeah, it's the only one that needs to make the save, which it passes, so it takes half damage.
Yeah, I will not lie, I was holding back from Hand of Harming because I was not fully sure if this thing would even take any necrotic.
Yeah. So after that crystal explodes, Magnus, you about 50% of the power of those punches you feel goes through.
Okay.
Now both crystals are destroyed. I will turn down music volumes slightly because I have another audio.
You think this is victory? You have only drawn his gaze closer.
Someone kill this man. Just grab it by the tail and swing it around, throw it off into the void.
Is it a man? It looks like a statue.
Throw it regardless!
Is that the end of your turn, Magnus?
That is all that I can do.
Nakia.
Shoot it with a gun.
So I want to preface just with the comment that Van made earlier. It is currently in Fahrenheit 62.6, and I am sick to the level of either a chest infection or pneumonia, yes, I'm gonna use the fuck out of my heaters. I have long, fluffy pants on, I have socks, I have long sleeves, and I'm still fucking cold. Bitch. Bitch, I point and say fuck you. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
I'm not a picky ass. Fuck you. How do you like radiant, bitch?
I think the holy magic works.
Holy magic, burn it in holy fire.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Second given.
Sometimes that's scary.
If I was the one DMing, that should always be the emotion you feel when I say "give me a second."
All right, what was the question?
How do you like that damage, bitch?
All right, so that's a total of 24. A 20 hit on 24 damage from a guiding bolt. Yes, and all of that goes through.
Yeah.
As expected.
I say fuck
Magic
you
is
and
limited,
radiant.
but magic is strong.
And then I'm just gonna move one step closer to allies.
All right. I'm gonna make a note here, just DM to player. Last session, I gave I put this creature on the initiative tracker twice because we were doing. I've been doing that with boss monsters, and I looked at its abilities. Went, nah, you could probably just do one time on initiative. It can't. It can't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna give it. It had a 4, so I'm gonna make it go after Zahn again, and then it's gonna. So I'm gonna give it its 4 back because
Fair enough.
I gave the stat block too much credit.
You thought his foams were protected. We in fact are stealing all of the foams.
The foams were in fact fake.
Spider-Man will not compare.
All right. Nikki, is at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Zahan.
Boopity boopity boopity. A bonus action.
Boom.
Habba-daboo. So we'll deal with that at the end of my turn. Yeah. For my funky action, I'm gonna step up to here. And I'm gonna swing at advantage, because why the fuck
Not the funky action.
Huh. Oh, hey!
Oh.
Hey,
Oh no, he's getting funky with it.
So Van, I'm gonna, because I can... Oh, did I include myself in my perfect plan? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Well, I can only
insert
do so
yourself
many.
in
I can only do so many people.
How many people are in your
I made a
perfect
note
plan?
last session of who. Magnus. Why am I blanking on Austin's character's name and Eclipse?
Oh, okay. Wait, what does it
Ivan.
do?
Well, I can use a reaction to add a D4 to y'all's attack rolls, and
Ooh.
if you hit, you add a D4 damage. I was waiting for a good
Oh,
one,
it's that
and then
one.
didn't realize how late we got in the turn tracker, and then there was the 2 people who aren't part of the plan's turn, and I went, shit.
Ah.
Anyways, let me roll my damage. Hell yeah, and then I get a whole D4.
Oh my god, an entire D4.
Oh, actually, I get 2 D4. Oh my god.
Oh hell! Wow.
Beavis, roll one more time.
Roll 20. Are you okay?
No, I rolled all of it, so that's a total of 8 damage right there on a crit. No need to brag right there.
No, I want you to roll one more time to see if you get a 1
I mean,
again.
that's 8 damage that wasn't there prior.
No, I got a 4 that time.
Oh, nice.
However, because I have a second scimitar and I'm a Talavar, I can swing again.
All right.
15
just hits.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, poggers.
I don't know if I can do multiple a turn. I'm gonna act like I can. Oh, I didn't mean to roll again. Sorry, wrong button. 8 piercing, the same as my crit.
Oh hell yeah, 16
And
total.
hey, oh wait, never mind. I already used my bonus action. Okay. End of my turn.
All right.
Make an intelligence save.
Oh yeah. As we also get to the end of your turn, 11.
Fails. All right, what do I want to learn here? Here, I'll throw this out. Are there any recommendations here? I feel like
Vulnerability sounds nice. We already know the armor
I have a
class.
sneaking suspicion it has no vulnerabilities, or if it does, it's
Here's
gonna be bludgeoning.
yeah,
Maybe
and even
ability
if
is gonna be
scores?
good.
we
Well-
I will say for future things, Vinny, the only issue with us choosing vulnerabilities is that there is a total of, I think, one of us that can properly like hit vulnerabilities, and that would be Waverly half the time, because most of us will just be dealing standard bludgeoning, piercing,
Van,
slash.
give me its
Yellow.
damage resistances.
None.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Cool. That's it.
All right. At the end of your turn, or
hey,
as
we
you
know now.
as you hit it that second time,
I bleed, but so do you. My lord feeds on pain.
there we go.
I just like that.
Mm.
I don't want him to feed on pain.
All right. This song is not.
Where is this audio? I have yet to hear the audio this entire time.
Oh,
Roll
it's
20.
roll-
Oh, that would have been helpful information.
I'm sorry. Here, Eve. Here, Eve. I'll just pass you the 3 I've played.
Beef is sitting here waiting for shit to go
Well,
on.
because Van had made a comment about turning down the music, so I thought it was coming through the bot, and then I didn't hear it, so I thought it was coming through him, and then I didn't hear it the third time, and I said, "Hold on a damn minute."
There are those 3 that I've played so far. All right. It goes to its turn. It's going to swing its catch pole, and it is going to aim for Peo, Zahan, and Eclipse.
Mm,
I zoned out. What happened?
don't worry about
It's swinging catch pole
Okay.
at Peo, Zahan, and Eclipse.
it. Mm-hmm.
Zod and Eclipse.
24 to hit.
That
I
hits.
believe that's
Too high.
that entire group.
Too high. Doesn't hit. Sorry.
Doesn't hit. Next question.
15 slashing damage to
15.
Peo, Zahan. 16.
16.
Damn.
Halved, which is 8 for me. I'm still raging.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
when it hits, it hit hard. We get better music. All right. Yeah, that's all it can really do. It just gets
Oh, look at that Baco bitch. Anyways.
Yeah, Baco playing Marvel
Fuck a
Rival.
bitch.
Baco bitch. Man, that Baco bitch. We should call Baco bitch and then send him a timestamp for this moment in the episode.
The timestamp would be 38, like 40.
Baco bitch.
Baco fucking bitch.
Alright. I'll say it goes and it slams the butt of its catch pole into the floor, and it looks like it's getting ready to do something. Zephyr, which Eve, you're playing Zephyr.
Yep, I figured that's why I had this up. Okay. We are going to, for starters, use Essence Drain as a bonus action. So, can you make me a con save?
It can make you a con save.
I'm sure this will go well, but like I have no other bonus action, so why not?
18.
Passes. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
All right, and then I mean he might as well just swing. So, Haba, 19.
19 hits.
How
Yes.
many? Where does he? We'll go ahead and spend 2 dark power points on top of it to add. I think it's just a D6 extra damage, but hey, damage is damage.
It's D6 necrotic, I believe. So
It is. Yeah. So normal greatsword damage. Hold on, I can reroll that one. Oh, so
poggers.
14 slashing damage
14 slashing.
and 2 necrotic.
And then you have to roll the wisdom save.
Correct. Oh,
Alright,
he didn't put the actual DC. I don't remember what the DC is. I don't know if that passes or not, because he didn't put the fucking DC in his
It's-
sheet.
I think that it doesn't, because if I remember right, it
I thought it
increases.
I thought it was
Oh,
10
what
plus
was it?
the dark power points he's used, so that
Yeah,
would
I think
fail,
it was
but
10
I'm not
plus
sure.
our power points spent. If I remember right.
I don't have that up. Hold on.
I can pull it up. I'll pull it up for you. Well, we all both up now.
Recent bruise.
Teamwork.
Shattered 9. Maddening Whispers, yes, 10 plus a number of dark power points, or take a number of d6s equal to half your level of psychic damage. He could go down here. Oh wait, no he can't. It's half your level. Is it rounded up or down?
Round down.
Yeah, most of the
Right.
things that
Yeah, I guess so.
down,
'Cause it's not, it doesn't specify the thing. So R1d6. Awesome. He takes 6 points of psychic damage.
All right.
Ow!
All right, that's gonna end his turn, I guess. Ouchies. So he probably would have been smart to Aether Flask there. That would have been smart, so I didn't do it.
Eclipse.
Indubitably.
You gotta play like Fire Emblem.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get in close. I'm gonna pull out my great axe and smack him with it.
Schmack him.
That hits.
Oh wait, I get advantage because
Vinny,
I have an ally
roll
with it.
something higher. Don't stop rolling natural 19s. Roll an actual natural 20.
I'm
24.
sorry.
We did. That's what's happened to all of us this session, Eve. Not even just Vinny. We've all hit a 24, I think.
Total
Oh
of 8.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have another bonus action. Let me look.
We've all hit that nat 19. We just need something to reduce our crit range by a singular point.
If only there was a cantrip that reduced your crit range when you cast.
Nope, I got nothing. That's
Yeah.
my turn.
All right,
Yeah, I
it goes
wonder what-
back to the
Yeah, I
prowling
wonder what.
demon.
That sounds strong. It sounds great.
All right, you watch as the prowling demon, the arm that's holding the staff into the catch pole into the floor. You watch as it flexes and it pushes up on that one leg, and you watch as it goes about 20 feet up in the air. I would like. We're gonna see who gets hit by this attack. I want a D20. We're gonna do this. Whoever rolls closest to 20, and then rollies on ties. So
Help.
this
Lord.
whole line basically.
That's. Oh, I didn't mean to roll twice. The first one is on, and I guess the second one is fire.
Okay.
I meant to change names before rolling.
This
so
will
it
be
did
for
just-
Pio. Pio rolls a 4.
Fuck, great God of hope and despair! Please don't let me roll high.
10. Eclipse. We need a
Wait,
D20.
Wait, no.
What?
Stop.
Wait, no,
I have
stop.
9 HP. Stop.
Vinny, are you here or do you want me to roll?
Vicky. I think Vicky ran off to the.
Oh, what a shame! It was a
Hey, Eve.
Don't worry, Eve. I have 2 healing points ready.
I also have healing.
The prowling demon, it shoots
Yeah,
up in the air
mine
and
got
it goes with a vertical leap and it goes to bring down the
6
catch
slots.
pole.
Imagine if Min rolls.
Kahan, I
damage
need you
and
to make a
doesn't-
dexterity
Oh,
saving
we're
throw.
just boned.
Oh, no, Vinny's back.
Dexterities.
Yeah, I'm back. Did I take damage?
No.
No.
No, I rolled a
On
4, so
I
you're
need
not
to
getting
read something
attacked.
first, real
Oh,
quick.
okay.
We were rolling to see who was going to take this hit.
Okay.
Okay, so I can't use that for that?
Funnily enough, I can get there with 5 feet to spare.
Alright, I can't. Alright, let's see how this goes. That 15.
That just passes.
Okay.
You're going to take half damage.
Okay.
I still
There's
think
a
half
chance.
damage
Half
will
of
kill you.
178 damage.
I don't know if it'll kill me. I'm almost 100% going down, though.
Yeah.
I have 9 HP
I
at
mean,
the
you.
moment.
I mean, it may not.
I have 9 HP at the moment.
Eve, I'm
It,
sorry.
it may not.
Did you roll 18?
Hold on. Hold on.
Or did you just max way too many of them?
He's counting. He's recounting.
Well, as long as he doesn't roll, 68 points of damage, I don't die.
Yeah. 34. You take half of 34 damage.
So I do go down.
So yeah, you are down.
You do go down. It do go
It
down.
do go down like that.
You go down.
It do go down.
You're not dead, but you are down. Goodbye.
I guess, what symbol I want to use? That.
It doesn't move from this spot. It just goes up in a flash of speed and then down. Well, I will say it spins its catchpole around, and Magnus, the tip of it gets pointed at you, and you watch this massive ball of electricity form.
Uh-oh.
You make a. I assume the stat block leaves out what stat the saving throw needs to go with, but I assume it's Dex.
Does it shoot something?
It shoots
Fuck!
something.
Then it's Dex.
That
I think I'm
failed.
down too, guys.
No, this isn't nearly as powerful as the other ability.
We'll see. I've already taken a tiny bit of a beating from the orb.
14 lightning damage.
I will not lie. I am very close. I am where Eve was just a moment ago.
Help! Help!
Eve. Now I'm at 9.
Ivan.
Hey, Magnus,
Hi.
we're gonna play a game.
Please tell me I'll enjoy this game.
5,
Oh, it's Soul Cinder music, okay.
10.
Help. I enjoy this game.
The healing train. I can't get to the down player.
I can. And thank you very much. The doctor has been healed.
And
He
then
lives.
Ivan's gonna see the big fuck off ass demon and go 15, 20.
Zon
Just walks up- walks up and
Ivan,
slaps
Ivan, where- I need-
Rockman on the ass.
I need to know where you
and
were.
slowly
Where did you get to? I just need, because it has. Where, that is within its melee range.
That is I will take the attack of
Attack
opportunity, 'cause at
opportunity?
least I'm wasting its thing.
Oh, now that is a question. It has wide swing.
What does the ability say?
The Prowling Demon's catchpole can hit up to 3 enemies within range with a single swing.
Yeah?
So yeah, so it's going to swing
Okay,
at
so the
at
healing will not
Zephyr,
matter because I'm
Magnus,
just gonna
and
get hit
Ivan.
again.
There's nothing much I can do for that, is there?
18 to hit.
Yeah.
That
That'll
just
hit. Yeah.
hits Zephyr. All right.
And that hits all of us.
16 slashing damage.
I ended up worse than when Austin came to heal me.
Zephyr's down.
fine.
I thought I was
I'm
helping,
fine.
but
Listen, we have resistance to fire damage, not fuck you damage with the big pole.
Yeah, we don't have resistance to bonk damage.
I don't have resistance to pole.
Alright, then it wraps around to... was that the end of your turn, Ivan?
I walked away. Yes.
Yes. Alright, Pio's turn. Will Pio continue to be a badass?
Possibly.
Pio is going to...
Do it,
on
crit
item
again.
strike.
Make it funny.
No, he hits it with a 22.
Pretty close, though.
And then he will spend a key point for Flurry of Blows. 23 and 22. So
Jesus fuck.
so close each time.
Yep.
Total of...
Hey, 6, 7, 8! Jackpot!
21.
Total of 21. Alright, that ends Pio's turn. Magnus, you're up.
Well,
Magnus,
now
you're
this is
noticing
quaky thing.
like
This
a thick black ooze that is just dripping out of this creature's wounds at this point.
Understood. There's only one issue, and that is I am not confident in me being able to finish it. So
Okay.
I'm quickly
15. 20 by 30.
because that is 30, and because I'm a monk, I got that extra 10 feet of movement speed, so I can actually make it here. Eve gets slapped on the ass.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
No.
No!
Fair.
Me fucking crumpled on the ground.
Oh
Are you
yeah!
okay? Yeah, fam, I'm good.
Fucking fully yamcha.
I am going to
Holy
take
option.
my first ever drink of the of our blue.
Sip that blue. Chug that
Yeah,
I'm
jug.
sip
gonna
that
do that
blue.
on my turn as well. Don't worry, Ninja.
Which brings me up fairly nice. And that's my action and bonus action, because Hand of Healing's an action.
Nikaya.
If I did not feel if I did not want to make sure to prolong my existence, I could have punched it. But I wish to prolong my existence in this mortal coil.
Also, I forgot to double check if Zahn had advantage after my attack.
He would have,
I
but it
did.
crit.
Yeah,
You did, and you crit. Okay.
I
good,
did
good.
from.
I
It
just
would have been
double-
advantage +1, and
Yeah.
I crit on that attack.
What to do?
The other forearm man is down.
That's the other forearm, man. Ah! I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Probably
so
would
do
let
I-
one of his
do
characters
I-
do it.
So then I
Do
started
I
blasting.
damage, or do I pick up the mysterious hooded figure, whose name I can never actively remember because they don't have an actual
Zephyr?
character?
Zephyr.
It's really
No,
funny.
he
we
is
both chose
mysterious
names.
hooded man.
He's this close for me just AI generating him art and then shaming him for it.
No, use the fucking Ben 10 image.
No! I refuse!
Nah,
to
nah,
make-
don't.
That's
Guys,
disrespect
guys,
for him.
let me. Guys, let me. I've got this.
It's gonna be a spinning rat, isn't it?
No. Listen.
Listen, if I could have gift tokens, Ninja's token would always be a rotating rat.
You're correct.
You should be able to have
I
gift
would
tokens.
listen. I would specifically
Vinny,
get
if
the
you can
Skaven
figure out how
race
to
I
make it,
have
that
for
would be
my
amazing.
campaign, just to be a spinning rat at all times.
So is Aoife,
Give me
you
a moment.
down?
I am pro.
I
just
got
know
him.
another form to use. But
I got him. I got Zahn up at.
Yeah, Zephyr is down.
Then
Zahn
am
is
I allowed to just move my token around for measuring purposes, and then I'll start my turn from the actual spot?
I'll tell you, you're out of his range. He has a 10-foot range, so as long as you stay out of that.
Yeah, it's more. I've got something for 30 feet, but I want to try and see how many people I want to try and get as many people in as I can.
Sure.
So I want to just see if I move to like
Everybody
there.
but Ivan. Like that gets you Ivan.
Nah, fuck
That
you.
doesn't
I'm
mean
moving to
everybody.
here. And Van. I clicked the button. I don't know if it's gonna load or not, and I don't want to spam click it.
Okay. Now Taco's
That's
managing a
fair.
tavern. Don't Taco, bitch.
Okay.
Buckle, bitch.
Listen. Let me fix this. I gotta do some
Get off.
fucky shit. Give me a second. But Van, I'm gonna hold out my holy symbol. And come on, roll 20, load for fuck's sake. I just want to put this spell back on my spell sheet. There we go. I clicked the button. 11 healing to
Prayer of
everyone.
healing
Give me
is
a
a
moment.
10-minute cast time.
Yeah, Prayer of Healing is a
Yeah.
10-minute cast time ability.
Yeah, it's an outside of combat heal.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's not
Fuck
nice.
everything I was doing. Fuck everything I was doing. Oh, what the fuck has happened to? Oh my god.
Did your sheet also go weird?
Sorry. No, I just dragged roll 20. And all of the names and all the health bars shifted, and so did the chat. Everything was. Oh, cool. Look at my screen share.
Guys, I've got this.
I don't know what I've done.
Van, I expect 300.
Weird.
Once. Wait, I need to see this now. What's going on? What the fuck?
I broke it.
Y-
I broke
yeah,
it.
I'd say that's a quick reload situation.
I did just reload. Oh.
I say
no,
that's
wait.
a quick
It's
browser.
I can't go back to chat. It just clicks on the starting handout.
Waverly, quit the browser.
Close your whole browser. Just close it all down.
Close your whole browser. Anyways, Van, here I have, I am an artist, and I have provided art.
Great, that's great, Nimba. Now, Nimba, get the bucket tool and fill it red.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, why are we even filling it red?
where's
No,
the
it's funnier
bucket?
if you don't fill it red.
No, don't worry, I've got this.
I
There.
needed 2 for the layout.
Yeah.
Nimba, send it over.
I will
Okay.
shortly.
Okay. I got it back.
So, I did this as a bit, but honestly, I think I'm going to save it and just send it to you guys regardless.
Do it.
Until
Do
he
it.
He
gets
doesn't have
actual art.
Do it.
Oh, I did it again. I've shifted my roll 20. Give me a second.
Save as.
Wait, but we just pop your thing
I'm gonna-
out of the browser. Just don't.
No. The issue, I had my character sheet out in the browser. That wasn't the issue. The issue is the fact that I try and move the screen.
Okay.
So I'll put my character sheet
Vinny.
out.
I just realized how much funnier this is because I have it set.
Oh my god.
I have it zoomed in, so it's even more comedic when I send the PNG.
Oh, I love that. Oh, thanks, Nimba. Oh.
You're welcome, guys. Here.
Oh, we have his fixed art. and no longer
so-
have missing lizard art.
You're welcome.
So
It's.
this is-
I've done it.
I
I
have
expect
never
$3
had
million
more of a
in my
struggle.
bank account.
Whoa. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Did that roll? Okay, cool. That's my fucking turn. I'm over roll 20. I cannot be fucked. Kill me now. That's my turn. I'm not doing shit.
I get my ass up.
Okay.
Man, I can't wait for Fiery to reappear, and he's just like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm just like, "That's your character. I
see no
drew
issue
you.
with what's happened.
I see no issue." We didn't have art. I got art.
All right, I'm gonna use a bonus action, and I'm gonna drink my shit.
All right. Drink your
So
chug
I get-
the jug.
I'm gonna chug the jug.
How dare you Fortnite in my vicinity?
How do I fart night?
How dare you
Uh,
put nut in my vicinity?
Alright,
Fortnite.
5, 10, 15 to get flanking.
All right.
Because I might as well. 16. I
16
believe that
hits.
hits. Heba,
5
5
piercing.
piercing damage.
All right.
And
You nail.
then second attack because I get light scimitars are light weapons. All right, cool.
Puggers!
I'm at a perfect plan die. So I got that.
I did
See,
it.
that's a bit better. So 17.
17. It should be 18, should it not? 5 plus 5 plus 8.
Oh, you're correct. I saw the 4 and read 4 on 2d4.
How do you want to
23
do
total.
this, Son?
Thank God.
The hands of healing. And ardents.
I'm going to strike at its hand holding the staff, cutting its fingers, so it drops the staff, and as it stumbles back, I will drive my blade through its chest area.
As you strike it down, the magic circle that it came from flares, and you watch as the creature itself begins to disintegrate.
Does this weapon disintegrate too?
Oh, we have a D100 roll for that in a second.
Oh, base.
Ah,
Bonk stick.
And then I get to play the final audio.
don't worry, I have my roll 20 turned up.
He sees you now, Aether touched, and he hungers.
As if you finish it, give me a D100. You're wanting 10 or below.
Oh, cool. No,
No.
It does not drop.
hold on.
Staff.
Okay, definitely not.
Okay, we
Hold
don't get the
on.
rare drop, Sag.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
It's a 10% chance in game in Dark Souls. It's a 10%
Can I
chance. Here.
can I roll for my 10% chance drop
Everyone-
rate?
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm against.
Yes, it was only one roll.
Yeah,
Aw,
it's individual 10% chances, right? Like seamless co-op.
unfortunately
Yeah, like
not.
seamless co-op.
Because Vinny knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know. So, but
No.
as
I
its
played Dark
body
Souls
does
3.
disappear, there is a multitude. There are. How about someone give me a? I need someone to give me a D4 minus 1, re-rolling a 1.
I
Who
gotcha.
else do it?
Do it.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna get you.
2.
All right. It left behind are 2 lumpy chunks of metal.
Eclipse will walk over and pick up one of the clubs of metal.
Van, I will use my last key point to slap Zephyr's ass.
Van, did you say we got a little like inspecting glass thing?
Yes.
I'll
Okay,
fucking
so we
walk up
can
to one of
activate-
these.
Yeah, I inspected mine.
Ninja.
It's okay,
I
Eve.
don't know if from what I've read, they're not necessarily magical. They're just a good material.
No, then if they're not magical, nothing.
Yeah.
They're not magical. I don't know what they're defined as.
It is some kind of very, very good material, is what you gather.
I'm magnifying the
Well, as long as
stone
we
that
start
got left
it-
behind.
Oh, the stone thing I left behind. It is no longer magical. So
Oh.
it doesn't identify.
These stones that drop from a Titan-sized demon, like a Titanite shard.
What's a shard?
Nah, we need a different name.
All right.
Midget Knight shard.
Eclipse is gonna pick up both of the stones that fell from the sky, and he's gonna walk over to Magnus and go, "Were these yours?"
No.
Oh.
They're from the monster that we just killed.
Do
See,
you
Ninja, you
want
had the option to
them?
do the funniest thing.
I know.
Titanite balls.
Well, there was that, or there was just a
My
Mom,
tight
Dad.
ball.
Mom, Dad.
Man, being a rock is very gives so much comedic opportunities.
Being Charlie Brown's Halloween Hall has some things.
Eclipse holds out the stones to you. He's like, "Do you want them?"
I can hold on to them.
He hands you the stones.
I will take the rocks from the Titan giant wandering monstrosity
We'll
demon.
find out how much essence you guys get.
Poggers.
Yes.
80 essence to everyone.
That's a lot. Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice.
Also, Nakia. Waybush.
Eh.
Nakia, where you're standing, you begin to notice that it's raining, but you notice that you're standing in a deeper puddle than you normally be in, and you look down, and from the slit in the earth where that sword was stuck, a bubbling, glowing blue liquid is rising.
Oh.
I think we found another spring.
Oh, that's what good.
Huh?
Get back down, a different dimension.
And I keep ending up here!
He swims back up down into the spring.
Stop going to sleep. Hey, Van.
Yes?
Can I inspect those orb stone pieces?
Sure, you can look at them.
Is there something I need to
Magnus
roll?
has them.
Oh, no, okay.
No,
Oh, the
okay.
orb. These pieces.
There's the shattered
Yeah.
orbs,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's the metal left behind by the creature you guys killed. I imagine Austin is inspecting the shattered
Orb.
Yes.
He's pondering the orb.
You can ponder what's left of
Also,
it.
I'm assuming now it's going to be a long enough time period that I can sit here and cast this. I click the
Yes.
button. There we go. I will
Yes.
cast this.
Thank you.
Come, yeah.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah. What are you specifically looking to figure out, Ivan? You're pondering it. You're looking at the shattered pieces.
So Van, about 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
I'll have my revenge.
Does there
spent
seem to
some-
be any?
Orb.
What else?
Does there seem to be any like magical like properties of it left?
No, it is gone completely inert. Whatever, it was a magic item, and then it was broken. So there is no magic left.
Just stone.
An odd kind of igneous stone. It's not quite obsidian, but not quite earth. It's still warm to the touch.
You know what? I'm collecting pieces of fucking warm stone, I guess.
All right.
Rock.
How much do I add?
However much you want to grab. I'll tell. This was a 5-foot in diameter sphere. So there's a lot of it. Eve can do the math on how much of 5-foot
I'm not
diameter
going to
sphere.
because it's going to be more than we can one person
Yeah.
can carry.
Yeah, it was a lot, and it was floating about 5 feet off the ground.
10 pounds of it.
All right, you take 10 pounds of these shards.
Oh, Shard Rock?
Yeah, just put like red shards. Parentheses warm. Oh, I need to get rid of that.
Cool. I've done that. I will now go back and we can heal the spring.
All right.
I do know at some point, Fiery wanted Zephyr to pull the sword out.
Yeah, the sword had already been pulled out.
Oh, had it? Okay.
Yeah, we pulled it out last session and someone identified it. So it was just kind of like chilling on the ground up here.
And he will pick it up.
You said we just got 80 essence?
Yes.
Cool. I'm dropping my essence into my storage.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn 200 of it.
Same. Which means that I can cash it in.
Yeah, I will also.
It's time to get
Store
some cash
mine.
money.
I will store
Alright.
my essence.
People getting upgrades with their essence.
I'm buying a point. I don't know if I can or will do anything with it, but I'm gonna get it out of the way now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm getting my first point. I think I know what I'm going to do
point
with
by point.
Mhm.
I love this resource name. I just added in my notes.
Yeah, Eve point by point.
Eve point by point.
Life has many points, Eve boys.
See, if I wanted to go damage, I could start doing things, but I don't want to go damage. So I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
could
doing
start
things.
going down the fighter path, but I kind of wanted to do what I really wanted to for this character.
I'm pretty sure everything needs at least 2 points, so there's no point in doing it right now.
Nowhere near everything.
Not
It depends
for
on what you're
me.
doing.
Pretty much anything useful.
Not even remotely.
Well, I mean, I can make it so that someone at 0 can wake up in 1d4 rounds as opposed to
referenced the
d4 hours.
I referenced the combat skill tree.
That
In
does
this
nothing,
essay.
pretty much, at level 1.
Do you have proficiency in all those items?
No.
Well,
Do you
there
want
go.
proficiency in those items?
So wait, what are we doing? I was really zoned out and all I was focused on was getting a drink.
People are converting their essence into the points that we use.
Points.
for
I'm also
Eve's life.
saving mine. I'm just storing mine right now. I'm not buying any.
So either you can choose to store your points, spend your points, or keep 80 essence on you for whatever reason. Like, and
Where
I say
is
it's
the info for this?
If you go to
It's like
essence
we
You
have
need
abilities,
to have
or not
200
essence abilities,
stored so that you can
essence to
spend
flow
it.
and
No,
life
no,
and
more.
power.
Thing.
Essence and flow of life and power.
So that brings me up to 220. I'll spend 200 to get the point by point. So we'll get 20 S. So I have 20 S.
Yeah, is there a place for the point by,
It's
Yes,
or
Eve's.
is it just the ability things that we can use?
It's
Eve's.
Eve's.
That's what I'm asking for. Where is the link for that? Because I gotta go hunting for it. I don't have it
It's
saved.
Eve can get it to you.
I mean, you can just go to
his
Galleon
server
Roll 20, and
PDFs.
it's in there, just in the PDFs, because there's not a shit ton in there, so it'll just show up.
PDFs. Okay. Thank you. I was like, I know there's a link for it somewhere, but where?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend mine now to get healer's bag. So now
understandable.
all my healer kits have double uses, and whenever I use my healer's kit to stabilize someone, they wake up in a D4 round instead of a D4 hours. Which means that if someone's knocked out near the end of combat, we just don't need to worry. People don't need to spend their spell slots and stuff to get them up. I can get them up for pretty much free.
So, is it we spend 200 essence and we can pick any out of that? Down
No,
the point by
one point.
tab?
you get a singular point to spend in that dock.
And then, so,
Okay.
yeah, you convert the essence into points. So that your first point costs 200. Your
200,
second
and then it
point costs
escalates
200.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third point
Then
costs.
escalates by 100 per every time you get a point.
Okay.
Or you can save. Or once again, you have various essence abilities that you guys can use.
But yeah, I'm gonna get healer's bag So now my healing kits are basically doubled.
Nice.
Soon I'll be able to use them to actually non-magically heal people in mid-combat, so... Specifically to tell you guys, it goes, my healer's kits are now have double charges while I use them. When I stabilize someone, they wake up significantly faster. Then, when I use my healer's kit to stabilize someone, I can have that creature get back up at 1. And I can give myself a bonus action for free to get half my movement speed to move towards someone unconscious. And then finally, as an action, I can spend a use of my kit to heal someone for 1d6 plus 4 plus additional HP equal to their max number of hit dice.
For anyone that wants, I put all of the voice lines I recorded for that creature in visual aids. If you couldn't hear them, you want to go back and listen to them for any information, and so on.
So yeah, I think I had like 3 charges left in my healer's kit. Now I have effective 6.
I don't understand this system, so I'm just gonna store the essence.
All right. Well, as you guys sit down for your full rest, which would only take an hour, but it's also nighttime, so you guys can choose to also just take a full 8-hour rest and wait to move out till morning and maybe when the rain stops.
That would probably be best.
All right. Is there anything anyone wants to... I'm opening up to roleplay. You guys just got attacked by a giant demon, and he said a lot of the stuff, so...
I'm
Any
gonna
of
turn
you-
to my brother and ask if he knew that this was up here. If this was where we were meant to go. Or if we have to travel further.
This is definitely where we were meant to go. I did not know that would be here. I don't believe that is something that was waiting for us here. I believe it also came here for the sword.
I see.
Well, it certainly
I'm
was
sorry,
not happy
Brady,
to see
to cut you
us.
off.
No, it's fine. Is anybody else severely wounded? I do not have much. I don't have much ki left in me, but I can take a quick few minutes and then be back up to restore any wounds that are needed.
Ah, no, not anymore.
I will say, at the very least, I'm happy we made it through that. That creature was something.
Yeah. It's intriguing.
Pio, if I may, you are quite skilled with your fists.
Indeed I am.
You've also trained in the ways of a monk, correct?
I have, yes.
What school did you train under, if you do not mind me asking?
I need to pull up my note. Give me a second. Right here. A way of the open hand.
I heard of, I heard of such temple. I trained in Celestia. They had discovered a way to allow Ki to heal others, so I had trained under them in the way of mercy.
Interesting. I've never heard of such a thing.
It can heal wounds and open up far worse ones in your enemies. They were not willing. They were not willing to teach the other side of it very much. Luckily, other things had plans to help me unlock more of that power.
I didn't mean to ask you about your other arm.
It is. I do prefer to keep it hidden for the most part because a good amount of people, if they see it, will think that I'm the harbinger of doom. As I'll move the cape off my shoulder to show the arm. The rot. Luckily, my physiology has allowed me to keep it in check, so that it spreads, so that it only spreads when I allow it.
Me, my sister, and our people don't know much about this rot. It's only whispers of it from travelers.
It is a horrible thing. I am lucky that I am still me, and at the end of it all. But in a way, it is a blessing in disguise. Maybe, considering that I was able to at least keep it controlled, maybe it's possible for others to, or at least maybe my condition can allow it to be cured.
That is quite hopeful of you.
Well, of any of the deities that I learned of while in the realm of angels, I did come to the point where of any of them I believed most in that of hope and despair. Where in the darkest depths there is always a bright light shining forward.
Many would do well to have your sort of optimism.
Well, when you're a dead man walking, you can only have hope that when you're gone, the world itself will be better. And as a doctor, my hope is to at least make it so that anyone that I come across has a more hope at the end of the day. Whether it be something small or large is not matter to me. Whether my efforts are fruitful or for naught, I still have to try regardless.
I can say one thing. I am optimistic this is not the last time that we will encounter such a force moving against us.
If they wish for more rounds, then my fist will be more than willing to give it to them.
I believe whatever this lord it mentioned is what was told to me, the predator of the Aether. If
It is
I'm
a
to assume
possibility.
correct.
Especially considering it was very adamant that when we killed it, that its lord now knows of us. Which, while worrying, it's not like we had any other option. So.
I guess we have to watch our backs more when traveling then.
It seems so. Well, I'm going to try and rest up and recover my energy. If any of you need me, please feel free.
As much
To
rest as
awake.
possible would be good. With that bridge destroyed, we're going to have to take one of the longer, less traveled routes down the mountain.
I'll have you know I refuse the leash. I don't care if it's a longer way down and possibly more dangerous.
What if the leash keeps you from falling from the top of the mountain to the bottom?
I have faith that Gaia will protect me. More than that leash will.
I have faith that Gaia will protect you just as much as she will use you to feed a group of wolves.
You have no faith.
I have plenty of faith. In myself and in you. But more in myself.
Ooh, someone's got an inflated ego. Is that why you went to the Underreef?
I went to the Underreef so I wouldn't kill you in your sleep.
Mm.
Remember,
So what I'm understanding, though... Yes, but what I'm understanding... You got this blue spark and went on a killing rampage. I got it, and I've been able to keep a level head.
I don't see you utilizing a water elemental as armor.
I didn't see you utilize it either.
Yes, because the moment I bring it out...
Not in this fight.
And I was able to handle that creature.
Also, now you have control over it.
I don't always have control of it. I'm working on it.
I believe
As she continues to bicker with him, she's going to switch to Aquan.
Oh boy. I think that
Is that bilingual thing of like switch language halfway through? Like, nah, fuck you.
Well, they begin to bicker and Aquan to each other.
Ivan doesn't understand how he understands you, but he does.
Ivy just listens.
you
to
learn a
like,
lot of new curse words in Aquan, I feel.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Van, I know it's a little silly. I only have woodmaker's tools. Can I attempt to craft arrows?
Not over the course of this long rest. That would be a more involved. You don't even have. Hold on, yeah, you don't even have wood to make into arrows.
Here's the thing: is I already have my arrows. I was wanting to really affix new heads to them.
Okay, that's different.
I have this new warming stone that was sharp and potentially magical that I could attempt to make magical arrows, so I'm not just doing flat damage.
You would need to find a rock that is harder than that rock to be able to, I believe the word is nape.
I mean, obsidian can chip obsidian. It just can break itself as well. I assume
Yes,
one of the
but
rocks
this is
from the
not
orbs
obsidian.
could break the other rock itself.
You don't know what this stone is, and you don't know what its hardness is.
I mean, there's plenty of it nearby. Can I at least attempt to see if it can break itself?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh, I'm terrible at this.
Yeah. You're trying to break a rock.
Sure, I guess. You said strength throw?
Yep.
This is not going to be able to help me, I don't think. This is only ability checks.
I mean, the only other thing I can think of is survival. Is it being a survival skill?
Oh, if that's the case, I'll take survival any day.
Because
First
survival
off,
checks give you
because
innate-
guidance lets me use a d4 added on to this. And second of all, because survival, I actually have points in. So even on the 9, if I don't have advantage, I can add a d4. So it's a minimum 10, maximum 18.
It chips a little bit, so that does prove that you can do it, but it's going to take quite a bit of time. You can maybe make 2 arrowheads over the course of this long rest, which you're at the Aether Spring, so you don't have to sleep for.
Yeah. So if I don't have to sleep and incur nightmares like I normally do, you're saying I can only make 2 arrows over the full 8 hours?
Yes.
I mean,
With a 10 on
Yep.
survival check, yes.
is it possible to have someone's help after I
Sure.
finish the first one?
I don't think anyone here is experienced enough.
Experienced in what?
Zahal.
Survival.
Making arrows and/or survival.
I mean, I'm proficient in survival, but
See, Zahn
My
is,
skill
and
wouldn't
Zahn
be in
is capable,
arrows.
but Zahn is also intelligent enough to know the non-magical rock that is no longer magical is not gonna do anything. So he's not gonna. And also, I'm not good at either that or strength because wisdom is not high for me, and I'm dex based for swinging. So both options are pretty bad.
I guess I'll just make the 2 arrows and find out later that they don't do anything for me, so.
I lied. I'm not actually proficient in survival.
I
just have a
am,
background.
but I always roll like ass.
They're not going to be helpful to me anyways, like, there's no point in me doing this, so.
Alright. When morning comes, the rain slowly fades. I don't have a daytime version of this map. I could have had a daytime map, but I didn't. All right. As morning arrives, you all gather your things. Also, throughout the 8 hours, that Aether Spring has spread across this whole this whole large chamber, and it's pooled in several different places. And you can clearly tell over time the Aether Spring is going to just take over this old church.
Noted.
I imagine you guys refill your flasks before leaving.
Of course.
Yeah. We can fit 3 in the flask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving you guys down to here because this is now the only way out. This path will take us back down the mountain. I've only ever traveled half of it once. It'll take about 4 to 5 days. Hopefully that is all right with everyone, because it's really the only option now.
I was going to say I don't think we have another option, so
Unless you miss the jump.
That would be death.
no, I don't fly, so I'm not going to do that. Trust me, as a child, I wondered if since I had 4 arms, if I waved them fast enough, I would fly. That's not how that works.
That you guys begin to make your way early morning back down the mountain. This first trek, not so bad because it is stairs and cut for this forever originally visited this temple. Give me just this first day of travel, as you guys begin to make your way down the mountain, the stairs for the first few hours exist before they suddenly just drop off, disappear, and you can't even tell where they broke away from or where they are carved in the first place. Then you begin to have to make your way in heavy climbs and jumps and steps over rubble and down the mountain slowly. Cold morning where you can see your breath, along with the epic vista of the just forest for jungle for all as the eye can see below you. When a new sound begins to meet your ears, an ever distant but growing closer, of these cacophony of wind chimes, like 10 to 12 different wind chimes all moving and sounding. We're gonna go to the you can do anything as hearing this noise echoing off the mountain wall. Hello, players. No one? Anything? Hello?
Huh?
I can't hear you over the music.
Yeah, I've got to turn the music down again.
What'd you say?
You begin to hear this cacophony of like dozens of wind chimes echoing off the mountain walls as you're traveling down.
Is it just me, or is his mic cutting in and out a little bit? Is it
It
just
isn't
me?
It's cutting in and out, but it's also quite quiet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't touch anything. Hello, hello, hello.
Okay,
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's a
mic-
little
moment.
better.
Yeah, it's just this cacophony of like a dozen different wind chimes swaying and bouncing off the mountain walls around you as you're making your way.
Eclipse picks up and goes, "Why do I hear pretty sounds?"
We can all hear it. See, I would try and investigate, but I have a 0 in that, and I know I'll roll like ass. Can I use
I will
perception to
I
try and
will-
see
I
if I
might
could
have
trigger
investigation.
what's
I will search if
I might have
I
I
would
investigation.
wish
like
to
to.
know.
I will attempt to perceive.
No, I don't have investigation. Don't look at me.
I'm looking at you, Vinny. I'm looking at you.
My intelligence is a -1. Don't look at me.
Oh, am I rolling investigation?
Yeah.
If you want to investigate.
Okay.
I have a
normal.
passing of 15, but I was also testing to see the delay between clicking
Nice.
things on my sheet and it
Alright.
actually working.
I'm back.
I mean, I
Hi.
can give it a
Fuck yeah.
shot. It's a
Okay.
negative.
Give it a shot.
Oh
Investigation.
shit, it's a dysentery snake.
Oh, fuck.
What's being done?
Investigation.
We're perceiving the pretty sounds.
Are walking down the mountain when you begin to hear in the distance just like a dozen or so or more wind chimes swaying in the wind, and the sounds are bouncing off the mountain walls.
Mm-hmm. Worrying.
All right. So 17, an 11, a 6, and a 9. As you guys continue down further through the mountain, and eventually you end up walking parallel to the mountain wall on a sort of precarious edge. And as you round the corner, more of the cliffside comes into view, and you see perched on the far cliffside is a small campsite with a large tent, a fire, and dozens of tapestries and pieces of fabric and wind chimes set up, and they're all swaying in the wind. To get over to this campsite, it's a little treacherous. Nothing to make a save over, but just on the cusp of having to make a save for it, or a check for it.
Curiosity has me. Then I'm going to head over there.
You head over. Anyone else heading?
I'll head over.
I'll
Alright.
follow.
No.
Know what?
I'm responding to Austin.
I mean, if a
I
good
was not a
amount
fan
of
of
them are,
the wind chimes.
He's getting cranky.
it'd be better not to split up again. So, I guess I will follow them.
As you guys arrive at this campsite, there is a large red tent, very colorful fabrics. But sitting beside that, somehow, in like a little alcove near the fire, you
Van,
see
your mic is doing the warbly thing
Hold
a
on.
lot now.
You might, yeah.
I don't know what it's doing.
It sounds like your, what is it?
Just-
Your noise suppression was. Go ahead, speak again.
Hello? Oh. My connection is
Oh, is your connection being fucky?
side. It's not giving me a green or bad. It's just
Oh, nope.
Is this better?
I mean, for now, we'll see what happens when you keep talking.
I no longer have the warning sign by my connection.
It's happening again. Not as bad, but it's happening.
Why is it suddenly happening?
I don't know. I think it's your noise suppression. Yeah, like Austin said, it's the noise suppression's fighting. You might need to lower your noise suppression temporarily.
Question isn't on.
You don't have any noise suppression? Do you? What about the Discord? Discord normally has like the crisp noise suppression.
Yeah, no, that's not on.
That's not on?
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I can turn it on.
No, that might make it worse.
Yeah. Do you have like the the input sensitivity on
Yeah.
Discord manually messed with. You could try turning that down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why that's suddenly a thing.
If you have it set to automatically determine input sensitivity, that could also be an issue. You might want to
Yeah.
set that manually.
I do mine manually because
Bah, bah,
I need
bah.
Hello.
to. At the
Hello,
moment,
hello,
you're
hello.
fine.
Yeah, for now
Bah,
you're
bah, 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 bah,
fine.
bah. I don't know why that's suddenly an issue. Maybe my mic's dying.
Mm.
But this figure, he sits in a little alcove, leaned back on a small 3-footed chair or stool. He has these bright yellow and blue robes wrapped around him all the way up to his face, and then he has this long white headdress that comes and wraps around and then spills down his back. And he seems to have a little instrument that he's holding, and he is just plucking the strings in a little tune. And there is a small pipe, smoking pipe, that is coming out from between the wrappings on his face. Anyone doing anything? Because he either hasn't noticed you or he isn't bothered to start a conversation.
Uh,
I'm gonna look at Pyro and see if he's reacting to this person at all.
And Pio's raised an eyebrow.
I'm gonna start walking up to them then.
I'll go with.
Okay.
And she's just gonna like call out, "Excuse me."
And the being will look up to you, and they make eye contact with you, and their eyes are this piercing golden yellow, almost glowing.
Huh.
Oh.
What? How do they look?
You can only see their eyes. Their skin is pale, maybe with little hints of gold, flecks of gold on it.
I'll move closer.
And you watch he'll move his leg and he'll kick another stool out from under a shelf.
She'll take a seat.
Mm.
I'll sit too.
Just a second. He starts to play his instrument a little bit louder. Give me just a second. What is it that you seek upon the cliffside? Aether touched.
I believe that we mainly seek safe passage down the mountain. The way we got here, the bridge crumbled. So this is a new path for us.
The path before you is a treacherous one, friends. Hopefully you are prepared to face it. But
And whatever the whirlwind that's happening in Austin's background.
I do not deal in guidance or passage, but in golden essence.
You take essence?
Indeed I do. I am not ether touched like you, but my brother and sisters are similar. We serve it a different purpose.
What do you do with it?
What do we do with the aether, or what do we
Yeah.
do for the aether?
The essence. What do you do with the essence?
It is sent home and used in the creation of items that could aid the aether in the coming storm.
Oh. Eclipse is gonna look over. It's Nakia, right? I keep wanting to go say
Yes.
Nakaya, the original. Nakia.
You were the only one, it's fine.
Eclipse looks to Nakia and goes, I put all my essence away. Do you have any?
I also put all mine away.
Oh.
She's gonna look back at Pyro.
The merchant will speak up. Fret not. The Gale Touched have a way of letting you access any essence that you have possessed.
Oh. So above game, it's like sending a request via PayPal. Is it? Shit.
Ivan, he'll look to you. The chimes ward off evil spirits and other creatures. I'm afraid that is not how it works. They are more of a stationary. But in terms of selling you things, I do indeed have wares to sell. It is quite possible. Please step into my tent and you can see what my family has crafted for you, Aether Touched. Let me go to shops. And show to players.
Interesting.
So, whatever something's priced at, he'll buy it for half as much essence.
Okay.
The +1 bolts, he also has +1 arrows for the same price.
Well, unfortunately, I am broke. So.
He can help you access your essence from wherever you are, if you have any essence left.
Unfortunately, I am broke.
Yeah,
You have 2 chunks of metal on you.
Oh, true. We could sell the metal. See if it's worth
I mean,
anything.
before selling, maybe they at least know what it is.
True.
So I'm going to at least ask them if they know like what this metallic substance is.
Do you show it to him?
Yes. I'll show one of them. I'll keep
Yeah.
the other one safe I'll keep the other one hidden for now.
What is a bottle of whisking?
That's what I've been thinking this whole time.
If you ask him, the bottle of whisking contains a minor air elemental that will whisk you 30 feet in any direction you choose.
Oh, one free use
Then
of Misty Step.
It goes back into the bottle and then cannot be used until the next dawn.
Oh,
I mean, that's actually kind of nice.
yeah, and it's 12 essence.
But Van, yeah, I will show the one of the two slabs of metal and just be like, so you seem to be a merchant of at least some regard. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I have not, but my great-great-grandfather told me tales of it. And he will reach out to take it.
I'm
This
going-
is...
I'll let him look at it, but I'm not going to like fully give it over just yet.
This is titanite. An extremely rare crafting material used to improve weapons and armor alike. But these days you'd be hard-pressed to find a blacksmith with the skill to actually use it. There are a few in my family that know the ways of old, how to heat it, how to form it.
Interesting. I will store it back for now. I mostly just wanted to see if he actually knew what it was, or they
And
actually.
as you go to put it away, it is worth probably, I could give you, if you wanted to sell it, 1,000 gold pieces.
That is money.
Those of you that are looking at the bottle of whisking, if you look in the bottle, you just see this tiny cloud that is just bouncing around like the DVD loading screen, and he looks really confused, but also really stupid.
That's
Oh,
great.
love them.
There's also 2 skill gems sitting upon silken pillows. A skill gem of backstab and a skill gem of dodge roll.
God, my finger's suddenly hovering towards the B button on my controller. What's going on? All right, Van, show me. Come on.
Oh, all right. Do you guys want to ask about those?
Why not? I mean, I can't afford them, but I'll ask about them.
Well, then I didn't actually fully put them in the roll 20. Let me do that real quick.
Unbelievable.
And handout. Oh, this will be real quick. They're not gonna have art because there is no art to go with them because they're not official.
I don't want to get the bottle of whisking. I think it'll be really funny.
Understandable. I can't blame you.
It's really funny. You just get whisked away for a little bit. You get a little guy in a bottle.
You get blown.
Guy
You
in a
do.
bottle. Little bottle guy.
Bottle guy with the bottle.
Uh,
I
I
don't
see the
think I'm
amulet
gonna
of health.
personally buy anything.
I see the amulet of health and understand that I'm broke, so I cry.
Save that. All right, so the first one is the red skill gem of backstab. If anyone would like to read it.
Sure. Skill gem red, backstab. This gem must be slotted into a weapon. Once per turn, if you are flanking a creature, if the creature is stunned, or if the creature is unaware of your presence, you may make a backstab attack against that creature. On a hit, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, they take the full backstab damage and half damage on a success. A backstab attack doubles your damage dice, but is not a critical hit. Once your creature's been backstabbed, it cannot be backstabbed again this combat.
So you get a crit that can crit. And then the other one I will add real quick. Yeah. Now this one might be worded a little confusingly. I had the idea right before session, so I wrote it. I know how it works in my head, so if I need to explain it better, I will.
Austin asked what kind of action it is.
It would be
Is it
so
an
it would-
action or is it an
it's an
attack action?
it's an action. It would take up your other attack. But you're getting basically a free crit. I had to balance it somehow, and because you guys are gonna get flanking pretty much all the time, so I didn't want backstabs over and over and over and over again, or backstab followed by another big
Stop
attack.
fucking calling out my cheese strats, Van, in Elden Ring. Anyone who's played and fought Jory, you know what I'm talking about. I know
And the
there's
other
no one in this
skill
group,
gem
but maybe
is
someone who decides to watch
green.
does.
No, you just need flanking. If it is flanked, if it is stunned, or if it is unaware of your presence.
It is an or. Not all of the above.
And there is the dodge roll skill gem.
Nice.
If you are flanking a creature, if the creature is stunned, or if the creature is unaware of your presence, you may make a backstab attack. There's no other way I can write that.
Yeah, no, it's all ifs. It's not and.
It would be if the creature is, if you are flanking the creature and it is stunned, and it is unaware of your presence, would be the other wording. But yeah,
yeah, it's all ifs.
hey Nimba, read these skill gems, aren't they cool?
I've been reading them. Family has been having me talk to me, so.
I can read this one as well. Can be slotted into the armor as a reaction to taking damage from an attack or AoE. You may perform a dodge roll to attempt to avoid or reduce the damage. A dodge roll moves you 10 feet and subtracts 10 feet from your current movement or your movement next turn, depending on if the dodge roll is happening on or off your turn. When dodge rolling out of an attack, you make an athletics or acrobatics check versus the original to hit of the attack. On a success, you take no damage. On a fail, you take half damage. When dodge rolling out of an AoE, if the roll ends outside the AoE, you take no damage.
Yeah, because you'd be out. Basically, you can dodge roll out of the AoE.
Parkour.
If a dodge roll can get you 10 feet out. If 10 feet out gets you out of the dodge roll. But those are the two skill gems in there. The rest of the items in there are going to be pretty much SRD outside of the bottle of whisking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything else is base SRD. God. I am now poor on essence, so I will not be attempting to take anything.
I have so much. Do you show him the shattered bits of red rock? Alright, he will look them over. With this and the Titanite, you seem to have recently fought something a bit terrifying. I
Just a
assume
little.
you don't know exactly what this was. He will reach into just a pile of silks and pull out a book and start flipping through and reading for something. He'll read over something and then close the book. This is Bloodstone, or it was Bloodstone. And because I put a lot of work into it, I'm just going to reveal the item stat for it. As he explains to you what exactly it was, and that you probably encountered a weakened variation.
Hmm.
All right, show to players. You guys can now read up on Bloodstone.
Oh.
Interesting.
So, to say what was happening in that combat, there were 2 Bloodstones, and I was
So it was getting halved and then halved again.
yeah. So I kept. I said whenever I said I had to roll for something, I was rolling to see which Bloodstone activated first, because one Bloodstone would have it and then take half the damage, and the other Bloodstone would be right behind it, half it, and take half the damage. So one was
One
more
would
damage
take
than the other.
more than the other.
Yeah. Hold on.
Ouch.
I bork at thee.
I fork at the.
Hey, board.
Lay boy.
I'm back. Yeah, so the more Bloodstones there are, the harder it is to deal with Bloodstones, because, well, technically, when a Bloodstone takes damage, another Bloodstone doesn't take half that damage because they aren't creatures.
Yeah.
But the more
But if
Bloodstones,
there's one creature, then more bloodstones means harder time to deal with the creature
and
because it's taking reduced damage.
the Bloodstones you guys dealt with had 25 hit points max, and not the 50 hit points max, which I could have given them the full 50 hit points with how that fight went.
Yeah, probably.
But for me, it's a good way of having a buffer on a monster, especially when I don't know how it's going to go.
True.
Yes, but he explains those Bloodstones to you. But this shattered variation serves no purpose. It has lost the dark magics within it. Not that you would want to try and wield those, I assume.
Probably not.
It is not magical. I have magical arrows if you wish to purchase some. Alright.
Right. Tosses the useless rock off the cliff.
Well, if you wish to sell or buy anything, I will be here. Here, I am only capable of the very most basic of enchants. For myself, I typically make a trip into one of the cities and meet up with a brother or sister who bring me a fresh supply of items. The chimes are a different story. They are of my people's heritage of sorts. They work for us. For instance, I could not let you stay the night here because your presence would overpower the chimes. They typically only work for a single person. In groups, they are not strong enough. Just strong enough to keep me protected and unnoticed for the most part. That I can do. It'll take me some time. But yes, slots. Adding gym slots to things is within my capabilities. If you purchase the gyms, I will make 2 slots for free. In the end, your victories are my own.
Sure.
Alright, so you're buying both gyms, and you're getting a slot put in your chainmail shirt and into your rapier. Your rapier already has a slot in the pommel.
can I get the bottle of whisking?
Sure.
Based.
Are you purchasing with essence or gold?
Essence.
Do you have essence on you, or do you need to retrieve it?
I need to retrieve it.
He walks you over to a silver and gold pot on a pedestal.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he produces a little vial from around his neck that contains that blue sparkling water.
Mm.
A drop of your blood and a drop of aether.
He'll. Oh, this is gonna be weird. He's gonna bite his finger.
Mhm.
And draw some blood.
Yeah, you drip blood into the vessel, and he drips a little bit of the water in, and you watch as the runes lit up around the pot, and you are suddenly looking into like a shimmering mirror of blue glowing water.
Oh.
You can access your bank of essence if you'd like.
Yippee, I pull out 12 and I give him 12.
He takes so he holds out his hand, and you take his hand, and you watch as like the blue glow moves through your veins and then into his hand and into his veins.
Oh.
And you watch his eyes, like the brightness of his eyes increases by like 2 times.
I see.
Thank you.
Thank you for the bottle.
And also, are you paying in gold or in essence?
You saying that to Ivan?
Ivan, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So that would be 100 essence, I believe. Yes. So you go through the same process, though. The transfer of essence is a lot brighter between both of you and takes a little bit longer. But you have acquired both skill gems. All right. And he slots whatever weapon you needed slotted.
Oh, I should mark down that I have the bottle of whisking. Need to do that.
I'll put the bottle of whiskey in the Roll20 later, but yeah, it's a simple item. It really is just Misty Step, but you don't turn incorporeal, and it just goes in a direction, not to a point. It just goes 30 feet up, 30 feet down, 30 feet left, 30 feet at whatever direction you want.
Does it do diagonals?
Yes, it does
Okay, cool.
diagonals. It'd be funny if that was its limitation. It can't do diagonals.
That would be really funny. You're like, I want to go up. Okay. You rocket straight up 30 feet and then just drop.
Listen, we never said that the wind elemental was smart. It only knows the cardinal directions.
All right, that would make sense. When an element's only knowing cardinal directions. Anybody else buying anything or selling anything?
While selling things.
I don't think I exactly have anything to sell.
Yeah, neither do I.
Nimba has the 2 most valuable things you guys
Yeah,
own, so
I just don't.
he doesn't know if he
I
wants
don't
to
think
part with
this
them.
is. I don't think it's a good idea to sell them right now.
See,
Can you
I
ask
think-
the value? Did he tell us the value?
said it's
1,000 gold.
Oh,
her.
See,
oh.
but the thing is, it's a question of, so what can they upgrade any weapon? And if so, we just picked up a legendary weapon, and also it's like we got 2 if it's. So it depends
Who
on whether or
is
not
carrying
sizes are
the
involved.
weapon?
What is it? I'm sorry.
Who is carrying the legendary weapon?
Zephyr.
Zephyr? Okay, cool. I just
I
wanted
also
to...
think Zephyr's the only one who can use it because it's well. I mean, Eclipse could.
Yeah, Eclipse could, but he's
If you
he's
didn't
fine.
have the I was about to say you got your full stuff.
I mean, it's useless for me
Yeah.
because I don't have because I won't be using weapons nor armor, and this is the stuff that
I
upgrades
think it'd
that.
be
But there is so many of us that actively use weapons and armor that
yeah.
I don't want to sell it for my personal gain when it could be a big buff to someone else later.
Exactly.
Because I would feel like shit if I did that. Even if it means that I am have no...
The other thing he said is you would be very, very hard pressed to find any blacksmith capable of that still has the know-how to actually use that material. The only and he said there are a few people in his family that could do it. So you're not sure when you would get the opportunity to use that.
True. But we also
Just
don't know if we're
recall
going to
we
find
note it
it
down.
anymore.
To make sure we never forget.
DC 15, Austin. I'm updating the sheet.
Like, yeah, it'll mean that I'm stuck with only $10 for a while, but I'd rather have that than, I don't know, we get like 20 sessions later, find out that me selling that one prevented someone else from getting a very needed upgrade. And
But I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I plan on you guys fighting more of those things, anyways.
I mean, I guess if you want to sell one, but I still
yeah,
think
It's
and
because
this
we
is
do
what
have
I don't.
two.
This isn't me fighting for me. I don't use armor, and I had the idea to build my character to where I'm not going to use weapon rolls much longer. There are 2 people in the group that use armor, and there's 2 people in the group that are gonna like actually lean into weaponry. Like, or
Three.
I should like actual weaponry, not hand to hand or Vinny's beat stuff.
Yeah.
How many of us are there?
6.
I didn't do math.
1,000
I know
does
it
not
doesn't
divide
do
evenly.
clean, but
Roll 20 crashed. I'll be back as soon as I can.
okay. Are any of these? I'll sell the one.
All right.
Oh.
He will gladly take the one piece of Titanite off your hands, and he will produce from his robe a bag containing 1,000 gold pieces, and or probably 100, instead 100 platinum. I believe that's the correct.
Okay. I believe so.
Yeah.
If I remember
Drop a
right.
0.
We can split all of this up, would we? And
100 platinum.
say we'll split all of this later. I do not believe there's anything that I would want else here, unless there's something else that anyone else would
There's
desire.
a vicious lance. There is a +1 glaive. There are +1 arrows. That's about all you can really afford, unless someone wants an amulet of proof against detection and location.
I love that, except none of us can afford it. By the way, my computer entirely crashed, so
I
I'm
can
down for a
now.
long.
I need to check what that amulet even does.
Proof against
I don't
detection and
know.
location.
Yeah.
You can't be scryed on, and you can't have the locate creature spell cast on you. It's
I-
originally like something like 50,000 GP. It's not worth it. It's so overpriced in base game. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Because there's so many ways around that, because that only prevents 2 spells
Yes.
of like the 8,000 different ways to
It
spy
prevents
on
two
correct.
someone.
spells.
It just specifies that you can't be divined by divination magic in general.
Yeah, divination. But the person next to you can.
Correct.
Yeah, which doesn't. So if you're in a party and stuff, it's just like, okay, it failed
Listen.
against this one person.
There's a reason that in the This Is Your Life, one of the life goals you can roll just gives you one of them for free. It says, yeah, just start with this.
Yeah.
They're not good. They're an okay
They're-
item, but they're not
they're an okay
50
item, but just
50
not-
jabs in GP.
It isn't worth like an obscene. It isn't worth that much. Yeah, I'll take the plat and we can spread it out later.
All right.
I'll keep the extra one in my bag so that, you know, if we ever do find someone who can use it, we at least still have one to use.
Austin, arrows? No arrows? You wanted magic arrows. They're here.
True.
He's muted.
I'm sorry, I stepped away to eat a couple real quick, but
How dare you?
I was gonna say, should have asked if he would take the Titanite for 500 essence.
Fuck yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, gold.
I'll be honest.
Probably.
While I do magical arrows, there's no point in getting them.
Okay. I mean, they're
I
not
think in
one
the end-
use.
Either
Arrows
you-
traditionally are one use because you half the time don't recollect them. And on top of that, the max amount I can buy right now is 10, and then I have 0 essence.
Okay, so I don't make you guys track ammunition. If you're buying special ammunition, you'll track it, and I'll say 85% of the time you get it back, unless you for some reason cannot. Like if you shot a iron golem with an arrow, your arrow's probably gone. Or if the dragon that you shot arrows into flies away, so on and so forth. So they aren't necessarily useless. But at the same time, the moment you get one, I'm not gonna forever count your character as having +1 to their attack rolls. All right, are you guys heading out?
I don't have anything I want, so.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I got my bottle of whisking. I got my little guy.
I'm good to go.
All right. You guys continue to make your way down the mountain, which you kind of have to go through his camp and then down some more. And Pyle will go, this is the furthest I've ever been on this route. His camp wasn't here last time.
Also, it's like 16.6 repeating. So, who wants 17? Who wants 17 plat instead of 16?
Is it the
17 flat?
Yeah.
are you splitting
'cause
it
I
amongst the
traded
party?
for. Yeah.
Oh,
We all work together to get to kill that demon. I'm
Right.
not just gonna keep all the money for myself. We
we
can pull it together if we need to for a big purchase, but like,
I'll be one of
Magus
the
is
ones to
going
take
to keep all the
16.
money.
I'll take the 17. How many 17s is there? Is it just the one?
Just 117,
I
and the rest are 16.
yeah, I believe
Okay.
just one season.
I'll take 17 since Eclipse was the one that handed Magnus, if that's okay.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Also, I just checked my my stuff again. Apparently, yeah, I do not know what happened to my character sheet, Van. All my gold disappeared as well.
Crazy. What the hell? You should have 15 like the rest of us, unless you spent it on like...
No, I spent stuff, so
Ah,
I only have like 10 gold.
okay.
And and for a second, there is another time where there is a possibility of me having no gold. Because I could have had my thing refilled, my healer's kit, which would have taken 10 gold to fill it back to full, so I would have been actively broke. Because pretty much all my money got spent on getting the papers done.
Yeah. Hold on just a second. Oh, all right. As you guys make it another 80 feet down away from where that little campsite was set up, it is now getting to the point where the ledges that you're having to move across are scarily close to barely fitting you on them.
Hmm.
It's to the point where a lot of you are going one at a time across these ledges. Zahan. Oh, he's muted. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Zahan,
I like
you
how
start
Austin
getting
rolls zero.
a weird tingle at the back of your head. Very reminiscent, but less. It's located in the same part of your head as where you felt that tingle before the Kraken attacked.
Another Kraken is on the way.
I
I'll go sitting with your help.
It's like a land shark. It's a land kraken.
immediately go on guard and tell everyone to keep a lookout. Something may be coming or happening.
Mm.
So I will heed his advice. He's never steered me wrong so far. So
Immediate reaction. Goodbye.
You all listen to Zahan, and there's about 5 or 6 beats before you hear and 4 or 5 boulders from up higher on the mountain crash and impact where you guys would have been, but continue down the mountain.
Do I see anything above us?
No.
well, that's fucked up.
Fascinating.
Obviously, something doesn't want us here.
Or it could have just been a rock slide.
I wonder if something doesn't want us here.
I have a bad feeling that it is just a rock slide voice in my head.
All right, as you guys are continuing, continuing to move through these narrow ledges, we're just gonna do a group check, either athletics or acrobatics.
I got the 18. My mouse double clicked. I will now
18.
fire. Both are the same. This one. Awesome.
All right. I'll get one from Pio real quick.
I'll grab Austin and Vinny if neither of them are here.
Huh? Oh, hold on.
Well,
Athletics or
I hope then nothing. I hope there's no problem. Roll20, I don't think is on my side today.
Nope, not mine either.
Or Zephyr's.
Or Zephyr. I'm gonna roll again.
Well,
Oh. Not that I want. Not
Wait.
that I could. I just did it for fun.
yeah, I have nothing to give me advantage or anything.
Fine.
And if I fall, I'm gone. I'm a rock. If I fall, I'm just gone. I may as well just grab a new sheet.
All right. So, Zephyr and Pio, they're probably about right next to each other as you guys are shuffling along, when the portion that they're standing on just crumbles and leaves their feet. They both begin to fall. But in a split moment, from Pio's arm, a just mass of water shoots out and impacts into the mountainside, fully embedding itself. And he grabs onto Zephyr, who is very heavy, but he is not able to pull. They're hanging there. Also,
Oh well, that isn't good.
I have rope. Eclipse starts pulling out like 250 strands of rope out of his bag. 50 feet hemp rope out of his bag.
Fuck, do I even have anything that I can use to help here?
I mean, I have rope. Eclipse, we
I
can
know
tie
you
the
have
rope
rope.
to you.
No. I may be a rock, but I'm not. I'm not. I can't be the.
You can't
I may be
an
heavy.
anchor?
I'm not that heavy.
You can't be an anchor, Nimba?
No.
But Nimba!
I highly doubt I can easily lift two. I can easily be the anchor for two full-grown men. I'm not that heavy. I'm only like 100 pounds extra heavy. I'm dense. I may be short, but I'm dense.
Papa squat.
Oh, Ivan's got it.
So I imagine Ivan makes footholds for them.
Also, I forgot to be using this. What's the weather going to be like for the next 24 hours while we're traveling down the mountain?
It's gonna rain tonight.
Ah, I see. I will inform the group once everyone is on, like, solid ground.
No erosion, not.
All right. So with the footholds, you guys are able to pull them both back up. The water like drops and fades away from Bio, and he'll just look at his arm confused.
Oh, see, it doesn't want you dead.
I don't believe it's ever wanted to be dead. It's just wanted everyone around to be dead.
Maybe it's evolving. By the way, we should probably find shelter tonight. It's gonna rain. I can't wait for a day where she does where she's like, oh, it's going to be thunderstorming. Looks up at the sky and it's bright blue skies. No, it's not.
Wild magic, thunderstorm.
Oh, there's gonna be a wild magic storm.
Kansas Nazareth right there. Alright. Well, moving through this section of mountain, the thin steps eventually give way to more wider areas. And eventually to what look to be passageways carved into the mountainside. Remnants of stairs, windows, and hallways in like this canyon-like area between two higher peaks. Signs of life, you'd have to make a perception check.
Hold on.
Passive 17.
Hold on, I actually might have something.
Alright,
I can recognize telltale signs of patrols, hunters, or territorial beasts.
you see none of that. Ivan, the steps here, they're not eroded by people walking on them, they're eroded by the rain. There was no smoke, there was no sign of habitation. Whoever lived here, it was at least, with the passive and your intelligence, at least maybe 50, 60 years ago was the last time anyone was here, or anyone that like actively lived here. It could be more. You could wait out here. Do you guys want to? What are you guys doing? You're now just standing on the steps, and there's like a large arched doorway beside you that leads into a darkened hallway, and it continues down 40 feet before there's another opening with a window by it, and then it's sort of mirrored on the other side, but not. Seems to be, and you probably see a portion where there used to be maybe a rope bridge between the two sides, but that is long gone. Hello?
I'm also watching for what else is typing.
Yeah.
I have no objection. Keeps us out of the rain.
Yeah. I don't want to
None
be in the
currently, at
wet.
least.
We
invade a home.
All right.
Yep.
So if you step into the nearest hallway to you, it doesn't lead directly into a room of sorts, but it is like a long hallway with many other doorways branching off of it. The first room
Life
to
has
the
many doors.
left have a
Boy.
window looking out into the outside. If you investigate the first room, it is purely carved of stone. There is a spot that a bed would have been slightly raised off the floor. There is a stone table area. It is humble, to say the least. Any wood furnishing seems to, if it had any wood furnishing, it is long gone. But you've no idea how deep the tunnel goes, or how many rooms reside in these mountainsides.
Do we split up?
It
And
is
pick
getting
rooms?
to dusk outside.
Once we've, I believe it will be fine to do so if once we are sure that this area is safe. It would not be a good idea to start splitting up the moment that we enter a place.
Drew, what time is it outside? Did I
Dusk.
dusk? Dusk. Okay, got it. Understood. Does this place have a fireplace? The house we're staying in?
Yes, there is a small stone oven that looks like it may have once had a metal door to it, but that is gone. And you look up into it, and it does have an exit. It does. The smoke does go somewhere.
Eclipse is gonna say, I'm gonna go get wood so we can stay warm. The wet is usually very
I will
cold.
follow the dog.
He's gonna walk around nearby and gather like loose sticks.
Yeah, he's gonna go get stick. He's gonna go get stick.
He's gonna go get stick, and his definition of stick is a fucking log.
Oh my god, he gets back to the doorway and he can't get in.
He can't get in.
He doesn't know to turn it up right.
No.
And then someone tells
I've-
him you can
I've
get
got-
something smaller, and then he insists on carrying it sideways and still can't get in.
Nakia went with Eclipse, and as they get back and Eclipse is struggling to get through the doorway, she's gonna like lightly just grab it and lift it upright, and then nudge Eclipse through the doorway.
So you guys are going off to get firewood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is what is the rest of the group doing?
I'm just gonna watch from inside, watch outside of the rain and watch our surroundings, see what's going on.
Ivan will speak up and ask if anybody has any small knickknacks or anything noisy that they don't mind parting with for a short time.
Pio has nothing.
Nothing here unless you want to, I don't know, use a gold piece.
I'd rather not use your money. It wouldn't be the same when you got it back.
Pio will step out of the
I
first. Will get up. I'm going to investigate the hallway a little bit further. I'll
Don't
shout
die.
something. You're not there. And he'll walk down the hallway.
You said it's a really dark hallway, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'll follow the waterman. Someone should keep an eye on him for us, sister.
You mean Ocean Man?
Oh shit.
Ocean man, take me. Anyways. Ivan just kind of rolls his eyes and goes, I'm not wrong. And he'll follow him in complete darkness and become invisible.
All right. Do you let him know you're following him?
I should, especially if I don't want the water guardian to hit me. So I'll just go, wait up, I'm following.
All right. And he checks the next room, looks around in it, and he's just going from room to room. He gets to like the 6th room down the hallway, and he peers into the room, but he puts his arm out and stops you from going in.
Okay. Can I peer around him to see what he sees?
You see a room as if all the last ones were, but this one, the floor has been decorated with these white seashells, and they are in a large swooping pattern all across the floor. It's like a big mosaic.
I'll look towards the waterman. Kind of like a raised eyebrow, like,
I
this
need
me?
to get my sister.
I assume you don't want us entering until after said sister?
I don't want anyone entering in here ever. Neither will she.
I didn't even get to look at the swirly patterns. Shit.
No swirly
Can
patterns for
you
you.
explain why?
It's basically a grave.
Grave for something good or something bad?
I don't know who it's for, but I know not to trample upon one.
It's a grave and I'm a cleric.
Fair enough. I'll watch over it while you go and get her.
I'll just wait till she gets back with the firewood. This hallway seems like it goes on forever. Do you have an arrow?
We'll grab an arrow out of it and his short bow. Yes.
And he'll gesture down the hallway.
Ivan will kind of sigh, but then he'll notch the arrow and just shoot off into the distance.
It's about maybe 20 seconds later, it clatters against something. It's a long hallway.
But there is an end.
Unless it turns.
You're no fun, are you?
I used to be more fun before I killed a bunch of people by accident.
You know, I wish I could say the same, but I don't remember my life, so I could have done that.
He'll raise an eyebrow looking at you. Like, let's head back for now.
Sure, but I'm coming back with your sister and you.
All right. You two return, and it's about maybe, and going to the other two that went out to get firewood.
Yeah.
Um,
What do we perceive?
oh, you guys are still on a mountain.
Yeah. I assume there might be the occasional tree.
Yeah, there's the occasional tree that pokes out from the mountainside, branches and brush, but it's sparse.
Huh. Can I
you guys
go?
are gathering? You can.
Hmm. I was gonna say, if I can't find any stray sticks, I will start breaking limbs from living trees.
Well, they aren't even that living. They're just hanging
Oh
out
my
there.
god.
I'll start
So
ripping.
vicious.
I'll start ripping trees.
Oh no, because it cut out for me. So all I heard was, "If I can't find any sticks, I'll start breaking limbs."
Oh,
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
pretty sure that's what I said.
Do I want to be?
I think I said
No, but-
tree limbs.
You did.
I said
But,
tree
like,
limbs.
All I
Limbs
heard
that
was
it cut
breaking
out.
limbs.
Oh,
I was like, "Oh." What if we try and go past where the houses, like these, like
Alright.
houses in quotation marks are?
You're basically in a valley that's made out of two peaks of a mountain. So it's coming down like a V shape, which is still very, very far to the bottom. There is no above or past the houses. They're built in the mountainside.
Well, I meant like whatever pathway we were taking to continue down the mountain.
You just
If we
wanna
were to
keep-
continue to
Yeah.
yeah, just a little bit further to see if we can find
You could start walking
sticks and
further
trees.
down.
That's what I will do.
It's mostly the same thing. You're just so high up and not in a environment that is conducive to a lot of shrubbery, but you're still able to gather an amount.
Okay.
okay.
But as you guys are doing that, you begin to hear like some heavy flapping of wings.
Uh-oh.
I look up.
I also look up.
You look up and around, and you see other side of this stone village that you can't get to because the rope bridge is long gone. You notice two creatures flying down from up above the from just higher up on the mountain. They're flying down the closest thing to a pathway there is, and what you see are these two creatures with blackened skin and a red glowing eyes. About 2-3 foot tall.
I think we head back now.
And you watch as they come down and they get to one of those openings and they fly in. You lose sight from there on what they're doing.
Eclipse, I think we go back now.
I think so too. He starts quickly shuffling back to the house.
Nakia will do the same, and she's just gonna be going like pyre, 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 as like telepathically as they're getting closer, so I know when I hit the 30-foot range of pyre.
Get about 20 feet to the door when it next. And he goes, What's wrong?
There are flying things living in these fucking hovels. There are things with wings. They flew down from the mountain and they went into one of the cave house things in the mountain.
That's not good.
Did you happen to find anything interesting?
I did. Is what you're talking about pressing? Are they coming to us now?
I don't think so. They're just nearby.
Well, I guess we need to be on guard then.
I only used urgency because there have been times where there have been urgent things and you've yelled at me for not having urgency. So
Well,
now
that-
everything has urgency, just in case.
That makes it to where everything is less urgent.
There's no
I-
winning with you. I'm just gonna shake her head and walk past him.
Like, yeah, you know the story of the boy that cried a wolf shark.
Wolf Dark? Eclipse's ears
Wolf shark.
Wolf shark.
Wolf shark, another one of my kind. Can it become
It's a
can it become
werewolf.
part of my pack
It's just
now?
a fish kind.
It's a wet wolf.
I saw the big flyy things too. I saw big flyy things too. Unless you're still talking telepathically.
What?
Unless that was all
No, I
telepathy.
assume at this point we've walked in the doorway. It was more just trying to get his attention,
Oh, okay.
and then like walk through the doorway.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, Clips goes, I saw flyy things. There are flyy things. Things in the air.
What exactly did they look like?
Eclipse will describe what it is, but in baby terms. Big, flappy thing, very green.
Black.
Black, sorry. Sorry, I was looking at the image.
And then Nakia will translate into adult words of smaller figures with large wings, dark blackish grey skin, red glowing eyes.
That. Is anyone proficient in religion or nature? You can go ahead.
Me.
Let me check.
2 skills I have 0 in. But if I see you're trying to, hey, never mind, Ninja got it.
Dude,
Thank you,
perks of being a monk from Angel Town.
I'm a nature domain cleric, follower of Gaia, and I can't do nature checks. Do you know how annoying this is?
This one makes sense for you not to be able to do.
It isn't of the land; it's of the sky.
Fair.
It's of the up.
Magnus.
Yes.
It sounds like they are describing an imp, which is odd because those are creatures of the 9 hells.
Huh. Well, I'll tell them what I could gather that sounds similar to an imp. Though if it is an imp, I have no idea why one would be here. Those are usually in the 9 hells, so...
I look to my brother.
I have no clue. I've never encountered such a creature here. Trying to think of it if I can give information out with another check.
So what was it that you found, Pyre?
Oh, if we have time, I'll show you.
Okay.
And he will begin walking you down the hallway.
Following.
I follow Pyre.
He walks you down to the, I think I said, 5th room. Where inside he shows you And what you see immediately takes you off guard, as this is a very, very odd place for it. Before is a shell grave, which is a older tradition among your people. Is a shell grave is a grave you make for someone who was lost at sea. And I'll read you this. Naiad tradition dictates that a loved one who was lost at sea, their memory is carried here. Touching the shells lets a person hear the last thoughts or prayers of a grieving Naiad. A very emotional and atmospheric transition.
She's just going to take a couple steps forward and just sort of feel the energy in the room.
It's cold. Once again, you're not quite sure what this is doing all the way up here in a mountain.
This may hurt me mentally, but I'll touch one of the shells.
Alright. You immediately feel a connection to a long, long gone memory. And the only phrase you get is, "I should have gone down with you."
I want to walk as far down as this goes to see how big of a shell grave this is.
It spans the entire room.
So Ivan doesn't know better, and he just saw that what she did was touch the seashell. So he's going to attempt to touch a seashell.
Oh, Pyle's gonna slap your hand.
Cool.
What's that for?
Slap.
You shouldn't touch it. Sorry. Don't touch it.
She just did. Is that not what you're supposed to do?
She is a cleric of my people.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Van, have I ever been to a shell grave?
You've seen many shell
As a
graves.
cleric.
You've helped assemble shell graves.
Okay.
Not any as big as this one.
But this is within my realm of knowledge.
Yeah, you know
Of
shell
what's
graves.
happening in
You
here.
tell this is a shell grave that many weeks, if not years, went into.
Mm. The shell grave took time to build, but why so high up? Why is it not with? It doesn't make sense. And she's just gonna look around the room. Are there any shells, as odd as it sounds, that would stand out to her? Or that she would take notice of while glancing around the room?
Which is a very large conch shell. Which
That'll be the next one she goes to touch.
For you, conch shells are typically reserved for village elders or people that have made a very large impact on the community.
She'll go up and she'll touch it. She'll gently put both hands on either side of it. As opposed to just a singular palm.
I guess you see something more than you hear anything, but you see a ship setting sail. And then you see a ship sinking. The same ship. I should have gone down with you.
That would make more sense then. Was this the captain and the crew of the ship that sank? Would that be what I'd be able to piece together from this?
That is a theory you can make. I'm not going to say you come up with, oh yeah, this is concrete. But
no, but like, would this be a valid assumption that this
That could
is
be a
a
valid
captain of a ship?
but you've never seen a
Okay.
group shell grave.
Hmm.
They're typically devoted to one person. You also know naiads don't use ships.
So it's someone that knows of naiad culture, or a naiad that was. It'd be a naiad that knew of. The culture behind it that had maybe interacted with landwalkers. How old does the shellgrave look?
Make me a nature check.
That I've been rolling like ass on? Amazing. I'll know nothing with this character. My god.
You can't nail down an exact, but you can like look at some of the shelves and kind of judge. Maybe 50 years, if not more.
I just want to like double down on it. I just want to go around the room and touch a couple more shells and see if they all have the same emotional message connected.
For the most part, yes. She'll just walk back to Pyre. Anything you need to do here?
I might try and contact Gaia and see if she has anything that she wants me to do. And yes, as long as you don't touch the shells, you can still pay respects in a different way.
I'm cleaning up the room.
Well, okay, so the shells span the entire room, some even going up the walls. So cleaning the room
This is a range of 10 feet.
Alright.
So every shell within 10 feet is getting cleaned.
Alright.
Pyre, it's odd. There's something not right about this shell grave. Something that doesn't make sense. She's gonna look to him and ask, do you know of shell graves? Would you have an idea about shell graves being built maybe for people not like us?
He'll think for a moment. Well, there have been many non-Naiad visitors to many of the villages. It's quite possible someone could have picked up on a tradition.
To imbue memories, though, into the shells.
Yes, that is confusing. Typically only a Naiad could.
The conch. It shows a ship. And then that ship sinking. And the same message, I should have gone down with you, is on many of the shells. But what need would a Naiad have for a ship? What need would a ship and a crew of landwalkers need for a Naiad?
I'm not sure.
Then how do I feel?
Confused.
Like, or more in the sense, like, is there anything like unsettling about this area? Or is she just confused?
No, you're just confused. Because
Okay.
this is a tradition you're very familiar with, but
But they fucked with it. They're doing it for shit that doesn't usually get it.
It's not that they fucked with it. It's you've never seen a shell grave so elaborate and so what's the word I'm looking for? So like monolithic.
Hiya, you said that you'd only taken this path once and only gone halfway, correct?
Not even halfway. We passed where I had been to back up at that strange man's camp.
And all of the times you've come up here, you've never seen anybody else up here?
No.
I want to speak to the Elder about this. I want to know if Nero has any idea about any of this. And whose shell grave this would be. It doesn't make sense if it's a shipwreck's shell grave to be in the mountains. So high up. It's not common. She just has this very perplexed look, like she is confused and she's trying to like logic her way through it and it's just not working. And she is struggling to put two and two together of like, why has it been created so high up? How long ago was it built? Like if the pathways that we've taken to get up here are so treacherous and whatnot, who's making the treks up here? Who brought all the goddamn shells? How many trips have they done to get all these shells if they're lining the walls? She is confused. She has constant think face happening at the moment.
I'm sure the elders might know.
I mean, how old are the elders?
Old.
And I'd say this is about maybe 50 years, maybe a bit older.
And now would be a good time. Most all of the Naiad elders have come to the reef.
So I'm going to ask Nero to hold council with the elders.
Quite
And
brave.
we'll
of
see
you
how that
to
goes.
assemble all the elders to satisfy your own curiosity. He will lecture you for that.
Yes, but it's my own curiosity that, at least if we know, because it could be anyone. Like, it could be one of the elders had done something like this. It could be someone that's been disgraced and left a tribe that's done something like this, that's spreading knowledge about what we do. This could be something that the elders need to know. Gaia, protect me.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just giving you the fair warning that many of them won't be pleased to be gathered. Especially after Nero took the position as head elder.
Or do you think it would be better to ask Mother and Father first? Then go to Nero?
I doubt they would know. You could ask them first.
I'm gonna go from like standing and looking at at Pyre, to turning and looking at the room and then just sitting cross-legged.
I haven't seen you this frustrated in a long time.
This seems like such an outsider thing. But so close to home as well. There's a little part of me that hopes, but I know it's too old. I'm going to attempt to speak to Gaia. And then when we get back, I will speak to Nero and the elders. And I will seek counsel.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, sister.
She's just going to stay sitting there, just looking at the room. And it's almost paying her own form of respect just by him sitting and acknowledging that they're here.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Eclipse is building the fire that he brought the sticks back for.
I continue to just watch the outside.
Yeah. There is a window and the door and an outer doorway.
I will pay more attention out the doorway.
All right. No, Nimb is muted. I was waiting on Nimb to say something, but him muted. You're attempting to contact a Gaia.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and
I'm going to attempt. And she's still in the shell grave.
Mhm.
And for the most part, she's just asking if there's anything that she should do while she's here. And if she knows anything about the creation of these homes and the shell grave itself. As he nods.
You receive a vision of a massive oak tree. You watch as these beautiful blue birds come and they build dozens of nests within the tree. And they live there for generations on generations and in generations. You see many eggs hatched. Eventually, you watch as the birds are scared off by something. They flee. And those beautiful blue birds never return. But eventually, other birds start to come, different colors, bright yellow, green, and they stay for a time and then leave. And then more come and they stay for a time and then leave. And they reuse these old nests. That is your vision.
Hmm. She will thank Gaia for the vision. Also, I can't tell if it's Austin's microphone or Van's microphone that it's echoing back in through. It's Austin's. Sorry, Austin. As odd as it sounds, she's going to make her camp just outside the door of the shell grave. So that she can just sit there and just think about what Gaia showed her.
Give me just a second. I did a thing, and I'm trying to find where it went. I'm Enki. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Find out in a second where it went. It says it saved my desktop, but it didn't. Come on. Well, I sat here and made a map while Waverly was RPing, and now it's just vanished into thin air. Says it's in a folder that it's not
Poof.
Huh.
in. So I'm gonna have to re-export it.
Do you need me to use my art skills to make another map?
No, I still have the map made. I just need to re-export it, and hopefully it
Yes.
appears.
Unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to be able to make another funny drawing. Just with fucking
Someone else
Microsoft
RP
Paint.
while I look for this. Grr. It doesn't sound like someone else RPing.
Huh?
I'm dying a little bit. I'm sorry.
I
I've
have
done my
nothing-
fair share of RP.
EP for
I
my
have
allergies,
nothing
I
to
apologize.
really do, so
Yeah.
I'll be annoying. I'm gonna ask Ivan about his people, considering that he knows Aquin and he came and he witnessed the shell grave.
As Ivan sits next to you and just one by one cleaning all the fucking shells in the 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
He's gonna scratch at his head and go, you're really asking the wrong one of my people, I guess. I only have bits and pieces of my memory. It's all been kind of broken. I know we had a compatriot, this vampire lady, when we were boating over towards Storm's End. Apparently she's from around the same area I was, and been around a lot longer than I have. Historian type gal. Apparently my people are afflicted with this. It's not necessarily a curse or a disease, but it's something like that. It's what causes me to wake up screaming in the middle of the night all the time. It affects a majority of my people, apparently, and I'm no different. And from my dreams, I gather something's been chasing us, or my people, rather. It's all weird, and it leaves me with a lot more questions than answers most nights. But I don't know. I dream of. My sleep's plagued by whispers and forgotten places that I don't remember. I wake with words that mean nothing to me but feel important. Because of my memory, strange places and forgotten faces haunt me, but I don't know if they're real or just something I imagined. I'm kind of just drifting right now, hoping I can remember more about my past and hopefully whatever is chasing me and mine. Sad to say, my memory's broken enough. I don't know if I have any family left. I could tell you one thing, but it could just be somebody else's entire life I'm remembering.
She's gonna gently put a hand on your shoulder. Well, you have a family now.
He'll kind of smile and nod. Yeah, hopefully. With whatever happened to me, I don't know if my memory is ever gonna be complete or if what'll happen will happen again. You've seen it yourself. I don't quite always wake up the same person in the morning. I'm hoping that I remember y'all mostly, but at nights I do have the worries that I'll just wake up and everything will be an imagined thing again. That's why I try to pay respects where I can. It feels more solid than most other things. Even if I can't remember people, maybe they can remember me, you know?
Hopefully in time we can find something for your affliction to cure it.
Maybe, but from what I gather, my memory's probably the better that the other thing that's affecting way too many of my kind. Who knows? Right now I'm looking into trying to get something enchanted with that spell you cast the other day. Hopefully that'll keep my mind a bit more stable. And my own, you know?
We might have someone in the tribe that could help.
Music to
We
my
should
ears.
ask around when we go back. Even if it doesn't last long, would you like me to cast it again tonight? Even just for 10 minutes of sleep?
More than I get normally, so I'd be appreciative, yeah.
I can do that. Was that enough time, Van, or do you want us to keep going?
That was enough time, indeed.
My god, trying to keep coughs at bay is so difficult.
Hello, welcome to a map that doesn't have any dynamic lighting set up on it, because I didn't feel like doing it.
Oh. Okay.
So this is the shell room?
Yes, the one you're in is the Vorn full of shells.
Do we not have shell art thingies?
No.
I swore I dropped them in.
In where?
Never mind. My brain's doing a fucky.
Yeah, I do have individual shell things I could place, but I was trying to speed build a map, and I didn't feel like trying to build a mosaic out of shells. While you three are down here, Zahn and Magnus, or Zahan and Magnus, you both begin to hear a kind of chittering or chirping, a little bit of squealing.
Coming from outside?
Outside, yeah.
You hear that too, correct?
Yes. I watch movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
I put you right here, but it matters which, because like line of sight. If you're looking out here, you're gonna see that direction. If you're looking out here, you're gonna see this direction. So I just put you there.
Yeah. I'll stay there.
All right. And Magnus, where do you want to be window wise? You have a window right here. If you're there, you see up that direction.
If he's like that, then I'll do like this to try and get a bit more this way.
All right.
Less blind spots that way.
So for you, Magnus, these creatures would get right about here, I believe, before either of you actually gain line of sight on them.
Shit!
You see these 3 blackened imp-like creatures, scorpion-like tails attached to them. Magnus, I'd say you'd be able to notice it better. They have these reddish glowing runes like branded into them that are similar to the runes on the magic circle that you saw form at the ruins above.
To arms, now!
Now they haven't noticed the group yet.
Be aware.
So
Of these imp-like creatures are here. Be ready.
The big flappy thingies.
bread.
Yes!
Oh. Eclipse ducks behind this. The you said it was a stove heater.
Yeah. Would you guys like to make stealth checks?
Oh god, I'm not good at
I
those.
suppose so.
I'm so good at those, guys.
Me too, don't worry.
Where's my... Oh, it's because I popped out already. Stealth.
Stealth thing.
Stealth thing.
I would say the ones way down in the hallway, you don't need to make stealth checks.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hold on.
I bang against the stove, apparently. She does.
Okay. And then for bitch boy. Alright.
Let's see here. I need to.
Hopefully
no,
two
I don't want
passes
the
and two
D&D Beyond
fails.
page. That's disgusting. Give me the roll 20 page for the stat block. Deception, insight, persuasion, stealth. Insight goes off wisdom, right? Or perception goes off wisdom, right?
I believe so.
Okay. This imp flies into here, and it is looking around, and it's gonna go into, it's gonna move here. Zahan, are you gonna take an attack of opportunity, or are you gonna stay? Actually, hold on. It's right there. Zahan, do you want to delve into the stealth attack rules?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me look here.
Try just the
stealth.
imps, like, don't worry, guys, I'll investigate. Ah! Gets fucking punked.
Yeah, I believe you can try and silent takedown it.
I have to grapple it and gag it, which I can do all in one. I can do the stealth grapple and the gag all at once.
Yeah.
So I can make a grapple check with advantage. So what am I rolling?
A grapple check is your strength and athletics versus its strength and athletics, right?
I think
Or-
I think it's my athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys. I have a whole 0 to my athletics.
Hey, it's an imp. It has a 6 in strength.
Lamau.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a D4.
Yeah, you might want to.
Alright, I got a 12.
All right, it rolled an 8 minus 2.
Face.
Okay.
Funnily enough, even if you took
will,
your like 2, you would have meet and,
Well, I had-
and
no, I
Regressa
had
wins.
I had advantage.
But still, it would have been funny because you would have still would have
All
won.
right, okay.
You grab the imp and you are able to gag it and
I
bring
think
it
I have to make
you.
another check.
Mhm. Okay.
Gag, you attempt to target. I have to make another grapple check. On a success, the target is gagged until the grapple ends.
All right.
So I don't think I have advantage on. Do I? Well, if it's a grapple check and they're, I don't know. That's up to you.
What is it?
Do I have advantage on the gag?
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna rule yes in the fact that it's an imp.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. You roll a 14. That's a natural 20. You gag the imp.
Well, I need to read something because I need the specifications. Okay, this does have the finesse property. Okay. So, I mean, there's 6 seconds that pass before I can do it again. So, do the other imps come in at all?
No. You hear one of them go, just yelling inside, but they don't do anything.
They're probably
Hold
just
on,
waiting
hold on,
for a
hold on.
response.
Is it infernal?
It is infernal.
I understand infernal.
Anything? What?
See,
No, it wouldn't be anything. It would be any aether touch.
mimicry is not one of my strong suits, so I don't think I'm going to attempt that.
But it would be so funny. This one just, and it would be funny if you nat 20 and they just like, that guy really does have a weird deep voice.
Their intelligence is an 11. It's very much in the realm of possibility.
It is in the realm for...
It is in the
No,
realm of
hold on,
possibility,
hold on.
just not a high
Here's
chance.
how we're going to do this. So he shouts,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to take this bitch down.
All right.
And after I succeed, I will attempt to respond.
All right.
So, I have to make another grapple check to maintain my hold.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The
hubba.
struggling. Yep. 12 to 19. Yep.
All right, and now I get to make a single special melee attack.
I imagine you have it like with. I imagine you're devoting one arm to holding the scorpion tail still.
Oh no, 100%. I have 2 arms on him, 1 arm holding the tail specifically, and then 1 arm grabbing for my scimitar. Or one of my scimitars. So I get to make a single special melee attack, which has advantage, of course, because it's grappled.
Mhm.
And then the target has vulnerability towards the damage dealt by the attack.
Uh-huh.
So... hubba.
Yeah, that hits. It's this imp.
Do I put a D4 into this because I also get a D4 extra damage?
Yeah.
I might as well, and because I don't remember an imp's health off the top of my head, but I know it's small, but it's vulnerability. Not 1d43. So that's 7 becomes 14.
14. Okay, an imp has 10 hit points.
Okay.
You slaughter this imp in the hallway.
See, if I wasn't exhausted and in pain, I could attempt to actually mimic the voice, but I'm not going to actually do that. But Zahn will attempt to say nothing.
Say nothing or say the word?
Like, say the word nothing.
All right.
Impersonating
roll
an
me
imp as best he
deception
can.
check.
Deception?
Yeah, deception versus.
Eh,
It's
it's funny because I took expertise in persuasion, not deception.
Just be better,
normal
it's
check.
fun.
Yeah, deception check, normal check.
Hey, listen.
I mean, there's the
See,
possibility. There's still the
I
possibility.
get 4 of these a day. I've used 3 of them already.
So
Or
that's
a rest, I
total
should say.
12
That is
To
12.
their
I don't think I have anything.
to their 13.
Damn it!
God, I don't have anything else, do I? Hold on.
So close.
This imp's gonna go, what the fuck? And then fly over here, and then look directly at you, and then at the corpse of its friend, and then turn around and go, found you!
Van, hold on. Fuck you with bricks. Never mind.
Never mind.
It's funny because I actually, instead of saying "fuck you with bricks," I say "fuck you" and stab the bricks.
Yep. And in this moment, this imp is going to take off into the other direction.
Oh shit.
This one is also going to attempt to fly away, which you get an attack of opportunity.
Grapple that one.
You could attempt to grapple it and keep it, yeah.
Take that one.
I'm gonna try to grapple him. Fuck.
Hold
Van,
on.
roll a 4.
Hold up.
No, I rolled a 13.
God damn it.
He escapes your grapple. All right. As those two imps get away, I'm gonna pull up one thing. I just need to check something. You know, I never said this system made sense. Everyone gained 20 essence from that one imp.
Oh.
Beautiful.
And
The imp was punted.
Hold on, I gotta put in my session 5 notes. Fucking murked an imp.
Fair.
That's first use of the stealth rules. It's fun. That's
No,
what
we used it in session 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you not remember us trying to knock out the guards?
Yeah. But that's what we'll end tonight's session.
Hey.
All right, let me hit the button.
Okay.